Hey, everybody, it's Game of the Year! The actual 5th season of the year. Forget fall, forget summer, forget winter, forget spring, forget whatever made-up seasons you got. The 5th season, the final season of the actual calendar year is upon us, folks. Game of the Year season. And today's day 1 of the real Game of the Year awards here at giantbomb.com. I am your host, Jan Ochoa, bringing to you today 7 lovely faces, including mine, and 7 lovely categories for Game of the Year 2023. One of those lovely faces, Jeff Grubb.
Yes, that's right. We're renaming wet season to Game of the Year season. That's right. It's happening.
That's right. That's right. All here on God's favorite podcast, the Taylor Swift of podcast feeds. Speaking about Taylor Swift correspondent, he's changing the beat entirely. Jeff BAKALAR.
That's correct. I am familiar with one Taylor Swift song, therefore prepared for Game of the Year. I've also started and completed 11 games since we all last spoke, so I am overly prepared, but under-rested.
Speaking about under-rested, she doesn't need rest. She stays perpetually unrested. Lucy James.
Hello. Yeah, I've been traveling, so I'm far behind and unrested, but my spirit is willing.
Speaking about far behind, he's slapping his behind constantly to get him hyped for the day. That's right. Just watch out for the turnbuckle. He's going to drop on you. Dan Reichert.
How's it going, Jan? Your new place looks fantastic. You got coffee. You look ready to go.
I am ready to go. I also have no sleep. You know who's constantly ready to go, though, Dan? Who's constantly ready to go? He stays going, especially now with his new Crocs on his feet. Tamor Hussein.
I don't know if that's true. I suffer from insomnia, and I'm very slow on going.
but you're still going, though. Is the thing.
Oh yeah, I'm going. I'm always going. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm going so long that I don't sleep because I'm too busy going.
The speed doesn't matter of you going, just as long as you're going.
I'm currently not wearing Crocs. I'm actually rolling. I've got a foot roller to help with my plantar fasciitis. I'm constantly rolling.
Do you ever do the golf ball or the frozen water bottle or the calf gimmick?
I've got like a frozen actual mini roller.
Oh, nice.
It's really cool. Yeah.
Nice.
And speaking about rolling, we're rolling into the first category here. Just kidding. We have our 7th member of the crew and deliberations today.
That felt good.
Yeah, it was good.
I wish I had that queued up on a soundboard somewhere, but I don't think Limp Bizkit would allow that. We have our own Hollywood Mike Minotti.
Hello. You can all call me the Computer War Tennis Shoes now.
No.
That's gonna be my nickname.
That's a mic check reference, folks.
That's the worst.
Very
nickname.
long.
You know who starred in that movie?
Kurt Russell.
No one does. No one knows.
Jeff literally just knew.
Kurt
Really?
Russell?
Jeff.
Why did you know that, Grub?
Because I had to Google to see if this is a real movie. I learned
Oh.
30 seconds.
Kurt Russell's cool. All right, he's cool.
If you were to ask people to name Kurt Russell movies, do you think... I think 98% of people would not say the computer that wore tennis shoes.
Mike,
I think
Mike-
99.9 would not say that.
Mike, before this whole conversation about that movie, if someone asked you name a Kurt Russell movie, would that computer one be the first one you said?
No, it'd be
No.
Overboard.
Okay.
No, but
I'd probably say Thing or Escape from New York.
Okay.
Or
Big Trouble.
Little China.
Yeah.
Guardians of the
Good.
Galaxy Volume 2 would probably come up first, to be honest.
if you were in the UK and if you were on Pointless, that would be a pointless answer, though. Because you have to get the answer that no one else said. So you would
Oh,
win.
that's interesting.
There you go. Well, wait
Mike-
till you hear about the 2 more obscure sequels to the Computer War Tennis.
No,
Shoes.
It's a film
Shut
series.
It's a trilogy,
What?
and it all and then it takes place in the same college as
can't
other
start
obscure
like this.
Disney movies, like
No,
The
no,
Asset
start
Mining
the year like
Professor.
this.
I see the viewers dropping like flies right
They
now.
like it.
Yeah, we're in
They
the
like it.
negatives
Talk
now.
about wrestling, quick.
These for Disney and chat.
Shoot, elbow drop, arm drag, arm drag.
Rikishi
Okay,
butt
babe,
slap.
slapper knocker, Pier 6 brawl.
Give me your D's.
George the Animal Steel.
Suck it!
Are we still scissoring? Are we still scissoring?
Not really as much, but
I'm looking at a review for this computer with lower legs or whatever it's called, and Gene Siskel said, "I rather enjoyed the computer wore tennis shoes, and I suspect children under 14 will like it too."
Grow up. That's what you want to say, Tim. Just say it. Just
Grow
say it
up,
and get it out
all
of
of
your
you.
system.
Disney people
my
need to grow up.
God.
All right, I'm getting a call from my building manager. We're just not going to answer that right now. They're just going to have to
All
barge
right.
in here and stop us.
He's like, is your apartment also filled with like a white light? Are we dying? What's going on?
I'm not facing the window or anything, or like it doesn't face anywhere. It's just a brick wall. I don't know what's happening. Anyway,
know.
we have 7 categories today for day 2, which will air on Tuesday of next week. We'll have 7 more categories, but none of that matters right now because we're here on day 1. And day 1, our first category of the day. We haven't really decided when we're going to take breaks, but we'll figure it out.
It's when I show I'm gonna piss myself.
Would be
you
the
could
first
just-
time. Yeah.
First category of today is best debut, and that includes in parentheses here character, studio, IP, etc. The nominees are P from Lies of P, Cocoon, Dredge, World of Horror, Shadows of Doubt, Venba, Talking Flower. I'm assuming that's from Wonder.
That's the chuckle fuck thing. Yeah.
The Chuckle Fuck thing. All right. Solomon
What's his
Reed,
name?
Idris Elba in Cyberpunk, Songbird, Asterion, Shadowheart, Walter, Rusty, both from Armored Core 6, Chai, Saga Anderson, James Savage, Clive, Karlak, Ochi, and Peppino Spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
Is that the guy's name?
Yes, that's his name.
It's a
That
good
guy's
name.
a
That's
freak.
a good name. I'd like to add G1 Michigan from Armored Core 6 as well.
G1,
Q1
Michigan.
Michigan's quite good.
Yes.
Boy, gun to my head, name an Armored Core 6 character. I couldn't do it, and that's one of my favorite games of the year.
I love those dudes.
Can we just
So,
put
yes.
Armored Core 6 as best debut? Because as far as I know, it's
I
the
don't
first Armored Core game.
think that
Yeah, that sounds right to me.
Okay. Well, we like Grub did. We can add people if they pop up on top of mind, or we can start cutting. If anyone
Yeah,
wants
I'm
to elect
thinking.
to cut,
Oh, Garl from Sea of Stars is in chat, and that is correct, actually. Garl should get some love.
Oh,
Carl.
yeah.
Garl's a good boy.
I think we should cut Garl.
Chai is in there. People are saying Hi-Fi Rush and Chai. is in
Chai,
there.
yeah.
Chai,
Chai's
Chai.
in there.
I mean,
Well, we can also put the game in there.
There we go. Oh,
Well,
all
I mean,
right,
it's
all
not a
right.
debut from Tango, though.
Yeah, true.
You're right.
I mean, it's
New
a
IP.
debut for
You're
the-
right.
It's a
I
new
mean,
game.
It's a
Yeah,
debut
yeah.
IP, but I think you're right, Lucy. That shouldn't count.
isn't Chai kind of a mediocre, like, male supported by competent woman?
I mean, that's all of
the
us.
characters around Chai are better, but I think it does the thing that happened in the Star Wars Jedi game where it made the main character better. But I still want to give the credit to the supporting cast. You're right, Mike. Yeah.
I'm looking to see what my list was. See if
Uh,
there's anything from the games what I have played.
So I put Ochi
Oh.
on here, and I'm okay with like making an early cut of Ochi. I just wanted to have him get his flowers a little bit.
No.
No,
Ochi's
it's too
fantastic.
early.
I love
This is
Ochi.
exactly what I was hoping would happen. That I would say that.
You
and
were
guys
playing
would
my
say no.
strategy, you asshole.
though.
I'm doing the Jan strategy. Yes.
Expertly played. Yeah.
Lexi, thank you. Joyu from Like a Dragon Gaiden.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
brand new character.
Joyu,
Brand new
definitely
character.
not Kiryu.
Brand new
Man.
character.
Did anyone else see
Ochi
the
to get a nose. It's weird. Dogs have noses.
I agree.
Not in the Pikmin universe. Like, I think humans barely have noses in that universe.
Well, Olimar,
They
doesn't
have
he have a
very
giant
prominent
honker?
Some do. Some have giant ones, but I'm pretty sure some of them don't have any nose, right?
Yeah, they
just
just have
fine.
mustaches. Yeah.
Pikmin characters. Yeah.
Okay. Do we potentially have too many Baldur's Gate 3 characters?
Yes.
Yeah.
We only have 2, right? We've got
two.
Astarion and
We have
Shadowheart.
3 Armored Core 6 characters. That game doesn't even show anybody's face.
Okay, we have 3. Karlak is at the bottom.
Oh, yeah, she is. No, she's not. She's at the top. What are we talking
Whoa,
about?
whoa.
Oh yeah, wait, where's Yeah, we need Karlak in there. I would say Karlak over Shadowheart any day.
I like Shadowheart, but
Did you fix her?
I did fix her. Yes, I did fix her, and I liked the journey of fixing her. I don't know. Shadowheart's just a neat character. I think her design is really cool. She's got a great voice, a kind of like whispery but loud voice. I don't even know how people do that. I don't.
Give it a try. Give it a try.
Oh,
No, don't give it a
I
try.
sound like
Okay,
an old
stop.
smoker.
Actually-
I sound like an old smoker.
I'm
Mike Minotti.
Mike
that's
can't do
better.
any imitation. It's
Sound like
crazy.
Patty and Selma.
Can't do any.
I sound like
She
the person from Monsters Inc. Is what I sound Like,
Yeah.
like Roz.
What is it she says? She says like, hello. No, wait. What does she sound like? Oh, I'm after
Of course, when you're like, can we talk about our romance? She's like, of course. That's what I
Of
always
course.
imagine. Because I'm always like checking in to make sure she still likes me. She's like, of course.
Okay.
Sounds nothing like Karlak, man.
I feel like
No,
Yeah.
Shadowheart.
That was Shadowheart.
We're on Shadowheart now.
That's even
Karlak-
worse.
Karlak was too nice. I was really excited about Karlak. I liked her energy. I wanted her to be a bit more of an
Step on you kind of
aggressive
character.
lover. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
You wanted her to be
Yeah.
capital M.
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of a lowercase m.
Okay. Well, let's do the inverse here. Are there any locks that for sure should make like
Talking flower.
top 3, top 5?
Yeah,
Yeah, Talking
Flowers
Flowers
Dredge.
a star.
same.
Yeah.
Dredge.
I was gonna offer up Dredge as a cut.
No.
I think Dredge is a really solid-ish. No, I take it back. Not really solid-ish. It's a good game. I think the loop gets a little like predictable and boring. Like I know it introduces the horror elements and stuff like that, but it's kind of just it gets tired after a handful of those loops.
I will swap Dredge for Trigdor. I can't believe we missed him, guys. Turgle.
Oh,
yeah.
Turgle, actually, yeah.
Get
Wait, is
that
Turgle
boy
the dog?
in.
Yeah.
No, he's a frog guy.
Who's the
No,
Final Fantasy dog?
That's
Oh,
Torgle.
that's Torgle.
That's Torgle. Are you talking
Oh
about
my God,
Turgle
what
from
the
Star Wars?
There's a Turgle and a Torgle? Get the
No.
fuck out of here,
I thought there was
video
like a third one
games.
that also sounded like that, but yes, there's
No,
those
yeah, the
Torgle,
Frogman.
Turgle,
The
where's-
Frogman. The best thing of that
Frogman's
game.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
100%
the best part of
freak.
Jedi Survivor.
Get
When
in.
does I played like an hour of Jedi Survivor last night? Is it later on in the game they come
He's
about?
a few hours in. He's like,
He's
Yeah.
to be honest.
Yeah.
Let me see what he looks like.
remember.
If you
oh,
go to the
look him
bar.
up.
Have you been to the bar yet in Jedi
No.
Survivor? Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
like your home
you know
base.
what?
Once you get there, you'll meet him.
Turgle.
Sounds like Invader Zim.
Oh, this guy's fucked up. Look at him.
He rules.
But he is.
Yeah.
He's played by
Wow.
Invader Zim, isn't he?
Right. Yeah, I think that's why it sounds like him.
All right. I
Man,
think
probably
as
not.
far as characters, I think out of all of these people, if we're just looking at the characters, I think P is the weakest character.
Yeah,
Whoa, whoa,
Picasso.
whoa,
Liza
whoa,
P,
whoa,
But
whoa.
that's
yeah.
not the
Pinocchio,
game's
right?
good. The
Pinocchio's
game's
been
good.
around for
Pinocchio,
decades.
Yeah, we're not. This isn't a critique of Pinocchio. I
No.
realize it's heavily
They
influenced, but,
never call him Pinocchio. They just call him P.
But isn't he
Yeah.
supposed to be like Shoot Pinocchio?
like,
He could be like a Master P, a Pinocchio.
Sure.
He that wore tennis
What
shoes.
the fuck is a Master P?
Master
Oh,
P.
that's
You don't know
an
Master P
American
and the No
hip-hop
One
All right, we need to
He had a
keep
gold
rolling.
tank.
We
He has
have
a gold
Guys,
tank.
guys,
The
wait
West
up.
Texas Rednecks. You don't. Oh my God.
Mike, you're raising your hand.
High school in 2000.
Mike, you were raising your
The
hand.
No Limit Soldiers.
I knew a guy in high school who went by Master P. Literally. That's why when you were saying that, I was
yeah,
like,
we
whoa,
know the
that's
caliber
Okay,
of your friends in
sure.
high school.
All right,
I was in
Mike.
Boy Scouts, and the Scoutmaster's son was in Boy Scouts, and he gave a whole speech about how he wanted to be Master P. That's who Master P is.
Okay.
Yeah, get rid of P.
Let's get rid of P. I think Liza P will get shine in another category.
It'll be fine.
Yeah,
I'm not worried
definitely.
about it.
Yeah.
Get
Uh,
it.
Also, I don't know. I don't want to say this, but I don't think.
Are you
Joryu
talking?
counts.
What's going on?
I said I don't think Joryu counts. Joryu was already in the game.
No.
But that's a different
Can we leave
person.
him in there longer? Because I think it's a funny bit.
Yeah, it's a funny bit,
bit.
but like he not as in like I think he is a brand new character, but he's a brand new character that's already been.
He
a
was in
different game.
7.
He's
Yeah.
in like.
I mean, you
a
can't
dragon-
prove
Briefly.
that in a court of law that he's the same person, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no! It's not the fact that he's the same person. It's the fact that Joryu has been in another game. This new character has been in a previous
Oh,
game, so it's
okay.
not a debut for him.
That's a fair argument. Yeah.
Yep. Totally.
I'm going to
Yep.
say maybe Turgle we put a star next to.
What is that? What does that mean? Like a lock?
Yeah, a lock for
Yes.
now.
Oh, lock that boy in.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Can you change the color instead of doing a star? Because
You got it, Chef.
I think I would put a star next to Saga Anderson, considering she's a new character to the series, and the guy the series is named after is a worse character and worse gameplay segments than Saga.
Oh, interesting.
So I think it's a hell of a
Well,
She upstages the guy that the game is named after.
You're right, Sunlight.
I don't know
if
about that.
I might like
that's
Alan
a
Wake.
very declarative.
She's a very straight laced like You know, she's
I
that
think maybe
character. Whereas Alan Wake is like, oh man, I'm fucking falling apart. I don't know what's going on. I wrote something. Is it suck? Is it good? Oh man, it's coming to life. He's like falling apart. So, meanwhile, Saga's like, I need to solve this.
She
I
will
think
see
every
40
time it
murders and be like, make a joke right after. I kind of just can't get down with
Saga.
Yeah, she was
Saga,
more afraid.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
I like that she's
Saga.
not.
Yeah, I like Saga. I just think like as a character, she's very plain in a lot of ways.
I could see that argument because I think maybe I just like her so much because every time it cut to her segments, I was like, okay, good. I don't have to do this light bullshit. You know, like the light
you're
lamp
in,
stuff.
You know you're in control of that, right? You can just play Saga as long as you want. You don't have to cut.
Well,
back
I did,
and
but I
forth.
mean, I wanted to go back and forth and make sure one didn't get too far ahead of him. You know, so like I preferred the Saga stuff. But you're right, the character herself is not super memorable.
I think she's definitely the best dressed character of the year.
Oh, her sweater.
interesting.
Yeah.
Good sweater.
Oh,
yeah.
you can knit that. They've
sweater is
released the knitting
fantastic.
pattern.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
well,
look, I admire
let's keep Saga
her-
for now. Let's keep Saga
Yeah,
for now.
I
I think there's cuts here.
Yeah.
Also,
that's
ACAB.
fine.
a good point. That's good.
We had a request to fix the spelling of Turgle. It's Turgle. It's very
I
important.
can do that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, God.
There you go.
There it is. Perfect.
Did we
I
cut
just want to get
Saga?
my. Well, I didn't touch
Yeah,
it.
Oh, I thought that's where that ended.
I like
No.
Saga.
We'll keep
Wow.
it for
Hey,
now.
so let's keep it
What
for
about
now.
we
It
keep
ended
it for
with
now?
keep her for now.
Keep
It's
her
the
for
exact
now.
opposite, Dan.
Oh,
Actually. Yeah.
What if we swapped Clive for Ben Starr?
So this is literally what I was thinking last
Yeah,
night. Like
yeah.
I don't want to get Clive in there, but Ben Starr's taken over the video game industry this year
Yeah.
out of nowhere.
I think there's a real solid case to be made for Ben Starr being a better character than Clive.
That's sure. Yeah.
Clive's just a nice
Generally
guy.
speaking. Yeah.
I will say that.
Have you seen his video about playing one of three birds in GTA?
Very
6?
good.
It's incredible. It's like I'm like put him in that game. I
Yeah.
want to see him as a
And
bird.
hey, Ben Starr thinks that Resident Evil 4 is game of the year, so
All right, never mind.
Got to figure it out.
All right, let's cut Ben Starr.
No.
Do we? I'll swap Clive for Ben Starr.
was
Yeah,
this
let's
his
do that.
first
Do it.
role?
His first game.
I mean, it's
In-
his game, I think, because he was in Midsummer Murders, which is big
Me-
for the
me and
UK
Lucy,
crowd.
IMDb. He was in A Way Out, so that was 2018.
Oh, okay.
What character?
This is his first debut as a leading role.
Yeah, a leading role. Yeah.
I say let's do it for now. Let's change him in there for now, and then we'll
we
see.
can come back.
Okay.
Let's see, Shadows of Doubt. I also put that one up there. That one is the like miracle game for me, where it is about being a detective and solving crimes, and it's all procedurally generated, and it empowers you to do things on your own in a way that most games are so terrified to do because they're so precious about their stories, and here the world is a story. But it's early access. I think it's going to keep getting better. I just kind of wanted to mention it here and say it. It really is an amazing thing. It's an amazing accomplishment, but we can cut it for now.
You know what, thank you for reminding me of that one, because I started playing it, but I was playing it on Steam Deck when it just kind of launched out, and it wasn't good,
rough.
and I was like,
Yeah.
I'm going to come back to this later.
It's
So
voxel based,
maybe
but they
over
do
the
a ton of
holidays.
lighting stuff, so it's really hard to run on the Steam Deck. Yeah.
So we can cut World of Horror or
no,
Shadows of
Shadows
Doubt.
of
Jesus.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tam.
Come on.
I mean, we can also cut World of Horror.
I really enjoyed
I
World
really
of
want
Horror.
to play that.
It's good. It's a good.
It's really good. Lucy, I think you'd really enjoy it.
Yeah.
I bought it. I've got it ready to go.
I know you
I'm gonna play
haven't.
so many games over Christmas.
I know you haven't streamed in a long time, but I suggest checking that out to stream.
That was
perhaps.
going to be one of my
Ooh.
stream games. Yeah. It's very playable, like with other people watching.
Yeah, it was available on itch. What seems like forever ago. All right, World of Horror. Goodbye. I'm gonna say I think Cocoon should be a lock.
Cocoon rules.
Cocoon.
I like Cocoon a lot. I haven't finished it
Yeah,
yet, but I started
Cocoon's
it.
great. Keep it
And
good.
it's really good.
All right,
Yeah.
all right.
Also, debut game from that studio, right? Like, it's that guy who worked on
like
Inside.
Yeah.
Play Dead
but new studio.
Right.
people, right?
Hello, everyone. I would like to take a minute of your time to present a case for cutting Solomon Reed.
Oh,
Yeah.
you don't even have to present a case.
I think
Do
that's
it.
an
No.
easy
I want to
thing.
hear it anyway.
I think that Idris Elba's great.
Mm-hmm.
However, his accents are killing every performance that he does.
I knew this would be it.
he starts talking, and I'm like, why? Why did it have to be an American accent? You have a very like recognizable voice in your British accent. Yeah. Why does he need to do every time he speaks in that game? I'm like, I really like this character of Solomon Reed. I hate it when he talks. I wish I could make him mute.
How do you feel about his performance as Knuckles?
I
haven't seen it.
How about Stringer Bell? Stringer Bell, is that a good
That's what I'm saying. He's got a good Stringer Bell, which it doesn't make any sense. He did a good accent for The Wire, and then every American accent since then has been atrocious.
His greatest McCavity in Cats.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, and he's actually
Stop it.
No, he's good in that movie.
With Taylor Swift as like his hype girl. Yeah. That's
Okay,
a reality.
let's cut.
If you're Idris Elba or you're Idris Elba's agent, stop making him do an accent. Just let him do his awesome British accent.
Yeah.
He sounds great.
All right, bye, Solomon.
Goodbye, Solomon. Good brand of shoes, though. Too narrow for my feet. Okay. We got a battle of dogs here. And I'm not talking about that dog inside all of us.
Mm-hmm.
We have Ochi and Torgal. And I'm not saying we can only have one dog on best debut. But I think one dog may be stronger than the other here.
Hey, just to ask, we are doing this as like one winner and two.
Yeah, runners up, unranked runners up. Yeah.
Cool. All right, just double checking.
No dogs.
No dogs.
Man, I love Ochi.
No dogs go to Giant Bomb Game of the Year heaven.
Oh no.
It's all
I
pandering.
love Ochi. Ochi's adorable and great from a gameplay perspective for that game. But I have not seen this Turgle based on the spelling. But just from a Google image search, this is like a fucked up little fucker, and I'm kind of
we're
into
talking
it.
about Torgal, the next one down on the list.
Wait. Oh yeah, because this guy looks more like a frog. What the fuck is a Torgle?
That's just a
Torgal's
wolf.
the dog from Final Fantasy. Mike, how do you feel about dogs in games?
I think it's dogs are fine. I think usually when they have them in games, it's pandering, and they're always like somehow little angels, and then you pet them and you get an achievement, and the achievement is always named "Yes, you can pet the dog," and I roll my eyes.
I love how you're too cool for this. That's the best part.
Yeah, this is below Mike Minotti.
That's true. As if, where do you get the right?
Yeah,
You
let's
agree
go to
with
the
me,
dogs.
You agree with me?
Get rid of both
Yeah, I don't
dogs?
disagree, but I also think Star Wars is lame. So
Again, wrong
Star
Turgle.
Wars is not a part of this.
All right, hey, let's pay attention, guys.
Listen,
Let's
I know.
focus up over here,
I'm
okay?
talking about the other guy. I
we
know.
are-
We keep the
I know it's
frog
not a
bit.
dog.
Let's talking about that.
Okay, how about this? Can we cut all the Armored Core characters?
Okay,
No,
I
we
love
want
that
Rusty.
game, but they're just codec calls that you don't see.
Yeah.
Okay,
Not Rusty.
Totally.
Rusty is
Who
amazing.
the fuck is Rusty?
So Rusty's
Dan.
the guy that calls you buddy.
Your
And-
friend.
Okay, Dan,
I don't think I heard a single word coming through the
I
speakers
did
while I
catch
played
you.
that game.
Who cares about what you don't pay attention to any story?
But if a character's memorable, I'll remember him. I mean, that's the game about blowing up
I
mechs.
watched you play this game. You were just talking to your chat during all the cutscenes. Of course, you
I
don't
streamed
remember
it one
Rusty.
time. I played it a billion times. That game's fucking awesome.
So Buddy's got these really, Rusty's got these really cool moments. Like he does, like treat you like a war buddy and like calls you that. And then they do this interesting thing where they center him at a certain point of the game. Like the camera follows him into battle, and it's like treats him like, okay, no, this is actually going to be the protagonist now. And you see who he's going to go fight, and it's you. And you turn around just like all the villains do, and it's like this really cool moment. And it like kind of flips things, and you realize, oh my God, Rusty's not who you thought he was. This entire time he's been an undercover agent for the Rubicon Liberation Front. It's a cool moment. I really like Rusty. I also really like Michigan, who is the badass like drill sergeant guy, but he knows the names of all his soldiers, and he's actually like secretly like a real softie, and that dichotomy always really gets me.
Is that the hoorah guy?
That's
Really
the
excited
hoorah,
one?
the hoorah guy. Yeah, exactly.
So let's cut Walter.
Yeah, let's definitely call
Yeah.
Walter. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the handler.
Yes.
That
Wait,
guy
so
is
who do
up to
you
something.
play as in that game? Who's the you character?
621 Raven.
Yeah, Raven.
Oh, again, they're not on here. Okay.
Dana, how many times did you play that game?
I got like halfway through a New Game Plus, I want to say.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I understand why that's the kind of game where you don't know like
I
anything.
mean, there's no faces. I get it.
Yeah.
I
But
get
it's like it's like a little radio play, and they nailed it. It's so well done.
It's cool. I like it.
Yes, I'm a big fan of it. I could see, like, we're already getting a lot of locks. I could see it being hard to get some of them on there. But I would like to keep Rusty around at least.
All
I
right,
would like
let's
to
lock.
cut Rusty.
We can cut Michigan.
Okay, let's cut Michigan for now then.
Yeah,
Can
cut
we-
Michigan.
I would like to submit James Savage for a cut.
I
Yeah,
was about to say that we can cut James
Oh.
Savage.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I thought
Yeah.
you were gonna be all.
He's Max Payne, but not as good as Max
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
agreed.
He's a thumb
Bye
person.
bye.
Payne. Yeah.
Can we lock Astarion, please?
Yeah.
I agree with this, but also I've seen the internet turn on Astarion in a way that has been really interesting.
Oh, well, he's a bad person, right?
Yeah, everyone's just like, this guy
That's why it's
actually sucks. Like, and
That's why it's hot.
people are like now doing
So
runs where they.
you like a star? You think Astarion's like?
I think
like
Astarion's
a-
fun. Yeah,
Like hot? Like
Yeah.
in like
He's a good
a
guy.
Everyone does.
in what
Everyone.
kind of
I
way?
mean, I like annoying bad characters, like evil characters, but like
Yeah.
the
That's why you're
internet
friends
has
with
really
us.
turned on. Yeah, exactly. The internet has really turned on that guy. Sad to
Okay.
see it happen.
But I have not.
How do we feel about maybe
Oh.
cutting Venba?
No.
Let's cut the brown character, shall we? Is it Jen?
No.
All
Man, the
right.
race car got played immediately. I'm so glad
Wow,
another brown guy
it's-
said it.
God,
40
I'm just
minutes
using all my
in.
strategies right off the top.
Played it against the other brown guy.
All right, well, we'll keep Venba on. I'm talking either about the game or the mom.
Wait,
think
cut the
I think
dogs.
probably-
We never cut. Did we ever cut the
Cut
dogs?
the dogs.
Oh,
All right, I'll
Ochi
cut the
and Torval are
dogs.
going.
Cut the dogs, keep the frog thing.
Yes,
Cut the
we're good.
dogs,
Frog
keep the
back.
frog.
We can cut Mr. Door because isn't he in Quantum Break?
Oh,
Yes.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Oh.
Yeah, because he
the
was
character I
played
saw.
by. Was he played
Same
by Lance Reddick?
actor.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, supposed to be
no.
Lance
No,
Reddick
not
in
same
It was
this
supposed
game.
to be Lance Reddick, yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Really?
Oh, that was
Pino's-
Hatch.
Wait, no,
that
that's
was
Mr.
Hatch.
Hatch.
It's Hatch,
Sorry,
but
yeah,
it's
yeah.
maybe the
But
same
it's
person.
yeah, it's like
It's close enough.
conceptually.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
It's the
Pepino
whole
spaghetti.
like yeah.
I'm looking
Yeah,
at cut.
hey, all glory to Pepino Spaghetti. What an incredible name. Pizza Tower is actually a pretty cool debut. We can cut him, but
Okay.
I love you, Pepino.
If you are ever a fan of any of the Wario Land games, specifically Wario Land 3, check out
I-
Pizza
Pizza Tower,
Tower.
man.
Except it's a Wario Land plus Tony Hawk is what that game
Yeah.
is.
Wow,
That's
yeah.
really cool.
Oh god.
I mean, I assume we only get one Baldur's Gate character in there, so sucks.
Well,
No, it doesn't have to be that way.
We can. I mean,
No, Mike's
honestly, Astarion, Shadowheart. I would say it's between Astarion and Karlach for me rather than
Yeah.
Shot.
Yeah, Shot is not very memorable.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah,
I'm
I,
cut-
re-
I love
gonna
I
cut
love Shot,
Shadowheart.
but I love Karlach more.
yeah, I remember the Knights.
Who is Songbird?
From Phantom Lib.
Yeah, Phantom Liberty.
Okay.
Eh.
Oh,
Songbird's
wait, is
good,
that
but
the
like-
president or is that no? Is that
No,
No.
No,
she's the one talking to you at
I
the
put the
beginning.
president on there. She's hot.
Oh, Elizabeth
Yeah, that's gross. You can see
Myers.
that.
Yeah, but she's older, so it's not gross. It's actually like really respectable and cool
Okay.
that I said that.
Yeah, you're
So-
a hero.
So are we cutting
I didn't want to
Songbird?
say it. Thank you, Mike.
Yeah, cut Songbird.
Okay.
What? Okay. Yeah.
What about Chai? I stand by my mediocre male thing.
Now, does
agree.
he
Let's get.
does he
Okay.
Yeah.
cross to himbo territory? Because
I think
sometimes
so a little bit.
being a himbo can save you.
He's got like a Spike Spiegel thing a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, but I mean, I don't
Whoa,
think he's
what?
like. Is he even him? Okay, if he's himbo of the year, then he could stay.
I think so.
He's not
No,
a himbo.
I think so. He just doesn't really. He's just not very
He is-
interesting.
He's
He's
empty-headed.
just a child.
Yeah,
he's
it's
a
not
dipshit.
interesting.
I think he's too much of a dipshit.
Yeah,
Let's
it's
get rid
not,
of him.
Okay.
it's not interesting.
Okay.
I also Jeff Bakalar revealing he does not understand who Spike Spiegel is at all.
Yes, I do. I'm just
He's like
mad
he's
at
kind
him.
of a Spike Spiegel guy. No,
Well,
he's
no.
not.
He's not, I don't mean. Yeah, no. I find Spike
disposition.
a lot more interesting. I'm just mad at him for that VCR
VCR thing.
destruction.
Oh,
That
VCR.
was so sad.
Okay.
Tune
There
in
was
to
no
Jeff
VCR,
Jeffs.
was it?
New
Was it
Jeff
Beta?
No,
Jeffs.
no, or Betamax, whatever it was. He's just like fucking kicked that
right.
machine, and it just broke. And I'm just like, what are you doing, Spike?
Okay, well, Chai. Go
Bye,
on.
Chai.
Bye, Chai.
Can we put Chai the drink back on?
Oh, all the time. But that's not new.
You mean
It's
chai
not really a
tea?
debut, right?
Yeah.
Tea.
Chai tea latte, yeah.
Yeah, TT.
Try again.
TT coffee.
Yeah, TT.
Try again.
Peppermint was
Try
a better
again, Tim.
character from that game.
Okay.
anyways.
Is it
Yeah,
time to
cinnamon.
cut Joryu?
Yeah.
Yeah, fine.
If that character was in a previous Yakuza,
Yeah, he
then I think that
was.
yeah,
He
I think that
was.
counts.
Can we
Okay.
also cut Gall, whatever, man?
Oh,
Mike,
come
are we
on, that's
okay
a
with
good
cutting
boy.
Girl?
I mean, look, we can probably do it. I'm not actually quite as high on him as some people. I think he's like again a little bit too much of like an angel just sent down from heaven, right?
Hey,
Here, just got
as a fellow
no
chubby
flaws.
person that enjoys cooking, I'm gonna fucking kick Girl to the curb.
Can't be
Gall
chubby.
is like a plant. He's like he's industry plant. He's like behaving in a way that's like, you're too.
Is he a
I don't
nepo?
like it.
Is he a nepo baby?
Maybe. He might be a nepo baby.
They all are these days.
Yeah,
good point.
He's an RPG nepo baby.
He can still be a good boy and be a nepo baby. Look at
He might be good boy of the year over Torgal, even, to be honest. Might be good boy of the year.
Okay. We're also coming up with unofficial official categories, so keep count, everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, let's create a little sidebar with Himbo of the Year and all that, and Good Boy of the Year.
Yeah.
How many are we trying to lock these?
3.
Two?
We're trying to get to 3.
Oh,
One winner,
God.
2 runners.
Okay, so yeah, here, maybe we could start moving these down and create like that space above to move them up. Can I the one that really matters to me is Talking Flower.
Yes.
That is the one
same,
that has to be on the list for me.
Absolutely.
Something that we all thought was going to be a giant pain in the ass, and then we're going to turn that up. I hope you can do this, and then it turned out
You did turn it off, and then you turned it back on, and
I did because I actually
you ended up
like
enjoying it.
them.
I'm like, that blew me away. I'm like, Dan's not going to have the patience for this. So the fact that even Dan went over.
They do fun stuff with them, and the actual performance is fun, and they do little gags where it like dies a couple times.
It's literally, it's
good.
actually funny. It's funny writing. It's delivered really well, completely charming. They do it constantly and it never gets old. That is a miracle. Like that shouldn't work, and it does.
That is a Nintendo miracle.
It's a memorable character in the Mario
100%.
universe.
Yeah.
That is
Flower
not
stays.
that is not one of like a character that you run and jump around as.
Yeah, right. And it's not from like the RPGs or something where it's like they had all this space to write all this stuff. It's really impressive.
I think we can cut Saga Anderson. I think Saga is better amongst everyone else.
I agree.
Yeah.
Her as a character.
And if we're cutting
weaker.
Saga, we can cut Rusty. Rusty's not going to be able to hang here.
Okay.
So
Wow.
Okay.
shout outs to Rusty though.
Shouts out to Saga. Cool ass name.
I think we can get a Venba as well.
Yeah, I was thinking between
Oh,
Venba and
other brown guy wants to cut Venba.
Wow,
between
that turned
Venba
around
and
real quick,
Dredge.
Dan.
Do we get rid of both of those or?
Do we get rid of Dredge?
I'd be in favor of cutting
Yeah,
Dredge.
fine.
I would prefer Cocoon over Dredge.
That's what I was
Like,
thinking. If we're
Yeah.
gonna have a game on this list, Cocoon
Yeah.
seems like the right
Cocoon
one.
is the one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit! No, the Koskela brothers.
They
Oh
are
my
great.
Alan Wake
god.
too.
Well-
God.
I like them a lot.
Shit.
Knuckle.
Do we put them as one?
No,
Yeah.
they're two different
Whoa,
characters.
whoa.
Well,
Well, they are
I think
twins.
I do
God.
think you can couple them.
They are.
Yeah, I think-
actually
I
one
think they're
person, though.
coupleable.
Can
Well,
we?
they're
Can
one-
we?
I mean,
wait,
they're
right? What, in the
played
game?
by one
Okay, so
person.
spoiler.
Yeah.
Hey, spoiler.
No,
by the
we're
way,
not-
Game of the Year is full spoilers.
No,
Yeah,
no.
yes,
No, I don't think it's
spoilers.
no.
No,
what
I think Game
happens-
of the Year we've always done spoilers.
Game of the Year is
yeah.
full spoilers.
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
don't-
but in the game, are they one person?
No.
The
Okay,
twins.
yeah, so they're two characters then.
Wait,
Okay,
is it
but
the same
actor-
actor for
Yeah.
both?
Yeah, same.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really? They look
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
different.
Oh my god.
Well,
Get your
prosthetics.
eyes
Wait.
checked. Get
They
your
don't look
actual
like
eyes
they're the same
checked.
person.
Dan,
Oh my god.
literally, it's the guy wearing a fake beard.
This is the same
Are you
person.
serious?
Yeah,
I was
guess
playing that
what?
whole game thing like, oh, I bet these are a couple guys on the dev team. They're doing a great job.
Yeah, Christopher Reeve also played Clark Kent, motherfucker. How about
He's a
that?
very famous
That is
British
proof that
actor.
Superman would actually work, right?
I love that. I love that. I love
This
that.
is the same dude. I'm looking at a picture. This is amazing.
I love that this dude
Can we
put
give
on
him,
a
like,
fake
best
beard
costume design or
and
best makeup? What prosthetics are they
100%
wearing?
fall down. 1,000,000% fall down by just putting a bit.
Dan,
Oh,
someone took
no.
my seat. Oh my god,
Where'd
what's
Backler
happening?
go?
Who is that? Where's
what
Backler?
happened?
Where's
Hey
Backler?
guys, I'm gonna go away for a bit. I'll be back in a second.
Okay, all right.
That is
What's up?
very odd.
Whoa,
how
whoa,
face
whoa, whoa,
blind
whoa,
you
Yeah, I
are.
don't know who this is. Somebody got in the Discord call.
You're very face blind. Has anyone ever told
No,
you
I'm
that?
looking at a picture of them standing next to each other, and there's no way that's the same person.
Oh, and they're exactly the same height. That is weird.
The face is wider on the one with the Nick cap than the one with the baseball cap.
Oh my god.
Dan,
They're
it's like
standing
you
different.
and Chris. It's like you and Chris. You are our Koskela brothers.
That's like your bit.
That's a
your
different
bit.
guy. That's a different guy, though.
Oh,
He
right.
looks
Okay.
like me.
It's in that
We're not trying to
spirit.
believe in the tooth fairy. Shut
Can
up.
we make a case? Is there a case to be made for putting Sam Lake on this list?
No.
No.
It's just not
No.
a big
No.
deal.
I mean,
It's
he
not
is my
you.
heart in a real way, but beyond that, no.
Ooh,
Established.
Casey,
Because that, yeah,
No, he's also like
Alex
it's not
Casey
really a
is
debut,
like
is it?
It's not even close to a debut. No.
Yeah.
is it the first time that we saw Thomas
Alex
Zane?
Thomas Zane.
He's
I
been
He's
think-
been
mentioned.
mentioned, but do we
Yeah, he's been
see him
mentioned.
in Alan Wake?
He's
1?
in a driver,
But
a
we've
diver
never
suit in
have
Alan
we-
Wake 1. We've seen
Yeah,
him.
we
yeah,
haven't
yeah.
seen Alex Casey before, have we? Like,
I
as
don't.
a
I don't like.
physical person.
I don't like the road we're attempting to go down here. With
Well,
that.
okay.
But also, if we're just saying Alex Casey, I don't think that character is that memorable either.
But
you
let's
know?
make this more difficult. So, Cocoon and Talking Flower. Does everyone agree that those are
Yes.
locked? So we have one
Yes.
space
Definitely
left?
Talking Flower. Yes.
So we have one space. So we're talking about, do you want a Starian or do you want one of these characters from Alan Wake?
Oh,
I think
kill
I think
Astarion for Yakko.
Okay. And then our boy Turgle.
Oh,
That guy looks cool.
I would take Turgle over Cocoon.
Yeah, me too. And I don't even. I like Cocoon.
Okay,
I've never
shit. Yeah, let's go.
seen Turtle.
Okay. Are we gonna cut Karlach? Let's.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we're cutting
Should have stepped on
Karlach.
me harder.
Now, are we cutting Ben Starr because technically this isn't his debut in a game? Can we just change this category to Ben Starr presents best debut?
There you go.
Perfect.
Give the award.
Okay.
There you
Ben
go.
Starr presents.
Sponsored by Cheesecake Factory.
No. Okay.
No, Cheesecake Factory's Ben Starr presents best debut.
Yeah, I think we could do that.
Yeah.
Just,
That's right. One word.
Hey, look,
There we go.
I like those two funny guys from Alan Wake, but Talking Flowers, Starion, and Turgle seems like a really strong 3 to me.
I would take Ilmo and Yakko over everyone else. Everything else
agree.
on this
Okay.
list.
I agree.
Yeah.
No.
I feel like if you pair them as one entry as well, they become the most
Very
powerful.
strong.
The only one
I
I've
think-
been a hardline for is Talking Flower, to be honest.
Same. That's
I think Talking
Flowers
Flower is number one.
I would like to make a case for pairing Ilmo and Yakko because
Yeah.
like one on
Agreed.
their own isn't
Agreed.
like
They are tandem.
yeah
Well-
they are double act.
They're two characters, though.
Yeah, but like
okay,
they're
okay.
double act. We're saying their double
Here-
act is
hold
good.
on. Here's the thing.
if
Here's the
you're
thing we
talking
can do
about-
here.
okay, Jen. Yeah.
All right. If we look at the parentheses, characters.
Oh,
There it is.
Wow. We did
Got him on a
it.
technicality.
Oh
We got him on a
Masterstroke.
technicality.
Yeah.
Wow.
Amazing.
Defense rest.
For audio listeners, he added an S to the word character.
Amazing.
And changed the whole game.
Well, there you go.
nailed it.
Master of
Okay.
his craft, Jana
Yeah,
Chola.
also, I
Thank
like
you,
that.
Jen.
If it's an act, if you're talking about the debut is the act of these two guys, I
Yeah.
buy it.
Yeah.
That works for
Yeah.
That's
me.
what I'm saying. They're a double
Yeah.
act.
Yep, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
Do we cut
let's
Frog
cut a-
Boy?
no, cut Astarion. Astarion
Yeah,
made me
'cause-
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Sucked my
Cut.
blood too long.
You what?
Excuse
What
me?
is this Aaron
What
from?
the
Baldur's
What?
Gate.
All
Don't
of Jay.
worry
Jay.
about it, Dan.
He does.
I
He
won't.
does suck your blood.
But, yeah.
Oh,
You
now
can-
now I feel
You're in
like
control of how long he
wait.
sucks for, by the way.
Wait, do you guys think? Dan, going back to Alan Wake, how far have you gotten in that?
I beat Alan Wake.
And what do you think about the actor that played Thomas Zane?
I know that's Alan Wake.
All right, I think that's a harder fucking bit than a twin,
It's
Dan.
pretty obvious. He just doesn't have facial hair.
Okay,
Dan,
buddy.
do you
like
Dan, you
literally
know
a mirror.
Dan, you know that Alan Wake is ADR'd, right?
Yeah, we talked
Yeah,
about this,
we told him that yesterday.
Yeah, he
Oh,
knows
okay,
about it.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait,
yeah,
so
yeah.
He
wait,
still
in
looks
all,
confused.
why? In all the dialogue?
Yeah.
Because they
forgot
want to
that
match up
immediately.
the voice with the voice
yeah,
actor.
It's a Finnish
Yeah, yeah.
dude. Yeah.
Wait,
The
the actor and the voice actor are different?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what
yeah,
ADR is.
Well, I thought you just meant
no.
ADR can also
Yeah.
be the
Oh,
same
yeah,
actor
yeah,
talking
yeah.
over the
Yeah.
lines. I had no idea on that. That's crazy. I
Yeah.
knew obviously Sam Lake and the Alex Casey
So weird
character
that you knew
was,
about
but
Zane and Wake, but not the fucking.
look at their fucking face.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly,
Okay,
bud.
okay,
I don't
okay.
get-
The same dude.
Do we want to make the gambit here where we potentially cut Cocoon, which probably will wind up in another category later on,
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
to keep
I'm
Frog
down.
Boy, Talking Flower,
Yeah.
and Yakko and Ilmo?
That
Thank
feels good
you.
to me.
What a mediator.
Is this our
Say that
order
again.
here?
Say that again.
Shout out to Cocoon, though.
I need.
Yeah.
I need
Shout out to
to-
Cocoon. Cocoon is great.
So
Sign it.
wait.
Seal
So
it.
what are we doing? I need you to say it slower.
we cut
What are you taking notes?
Cocoon.
Just let him do his bit.
We cut Cocoon for the Frog
Okay.
Boy.
Okay, cool. Yeah, everyone was talking, so I couldn't hear what you were saying.
Oh,
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 my,
okay.
Mm-hmm.
I see
This
him
guy.
looking down. I don't know. His
Yeah, me
fucking
too. I don't
guy.
trust
No.
anything here.
Is he making a soundboard?
He's making a
No,
sound.
I'm not doing anything.
What are you? What are you? You're playing something? What's happening?
I'm telling you, there's a wolf.
inside of you.
Okay.
Talking Flowers number one.
There we
All
go.
right.
No.
Yeah.
go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
And you know what? I turned around on this frog freak. I love him.
Yeah, just look at him.
You know,
Yeah.
I now want to play Star Wars Jedi Survivor to get to the Frog Freak.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, he's
what's
worth
up
it.
with your
Yeah.
eyes, dude? What's happening?
Genuinely, that frog guy.
You know what?
love
I
him so
think this
Does
speaks
he
to this.
talk?
He does.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah,
his voice
yeah.
sound like?
Invader
Invader Zim.
Zim.
It's
I don't
just like-
know.
He's played by Invader Zim.
I don't know who that is.
The alien from Destroy All Humans, not the main one, but another one. Same
Oh,
size.
okay.
Oh,
like-
sweet.
There's got to be so much wiring from his eyeballs to his brain. That's just so crazy to me.
Yeah.
I think that speaks to the strength of Turgle because Lucy's not generally a Star Wars person.
Yeah, same with
True,
me.
I don't
Could
even
not
really
care
like
less.
Star Wars.
I
There we
mean,
go.
I feel like I stopped playing after I got to Turgle. I was like, I'm done with this.
Turtle
Yeah, like,
is
what
above
else?
Star Wars.
Yeah,
I was like, it's not getting better than
I
this.
fell off after about an hour last night. I was like, I think I see what's going on
Hey,
here.
did you play Psychonauts?
The second one, I didn't like the first one that much, but the second one I liked a lot.
The main character from that voice.
Oh, okay.
All right,
Oh, that's
everybody.
the Prague guy? Okay, cool. Yeah.
Okay. First category out of the way. We've completed it, folks. Cheesecake Factory's Ben Starr presents Best Debut, parentheses,
Hey.
characters, studio, IP, etc. The winner being Talking Flowers from Super Mario Brothers Wonder, runners-up being Turgle from Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and Yako and Ilmo as a pair from Alan Wake 2.
Good job.
Anyone else
Yay.
really want to go to Finland whenever those guys talk?
Yeah,
Like,
I wanna
go to a
sauna.
So
A
bad.
sauna,
Yeah.
the saunas
Sauna.
seem great.
Seems,
yeah.
seems good.
Sauna.
Okay.
Sauna.
Sauna.
Oh, no.
Taking
All right.
behind the
Next category is Best Running Around.
Oh,
The nominees
it's a
are
good category.
the best nominees are, or the not the best nominees.
The best nominees.
Yeah, we got him.
yeah.
We got him.
Yeah, okay, yeah. There we go. My flub works. Marvel Spider-Man 2, Super Mario Brothers Wonder, Lil Gator Game, Lies of P, Thirsty Suitors, Ghost Runner 2, Assassin's Creed Mirage, sorry, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Street Fighter 6, Alan Wake 2, Resident Evil 4 Remake, Pizza Tower, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, Hi-Fi Rush, Hans, Armored Core 6, Wild Hearts, Tears of the Kingdom, Cavern of Dreams.
All right. I don't think this is an official rule for this category,
Just
but
give
I
it a
cannot
zero.
imagine anything succeeding in this category that doesn't have a jump button or some sort of jumping around, flying around verticality.
Well, it is running
Right, I know
around.
it's running around. But like when I think of good running around, I think of like, Mario,
wanna run
Sunshine,
into
we're
a
running,
jump.
jumping, flipping, stuff like
Yes.
that.
So do we cut Marvel Spider-Man 2 then?
No.
No,
No.
you're
What are you
talking
jumping around
about?
like crazy in that.
Did you
What is
listen
that?
to him?
No.
I thought it was
I
the inverse
agree,
of the rule.
Jen.
I thought we had to run around is why.
No.
Okay.
See,
No, running and jumping, we're like moving around. This is the moving around, jumping around, getting around category.
Like
Okay.
quick motion
Saying-
category.
Dan saying he wants to cut like Resident Evil 4 and Alan Wake 2 is what he said.
We can
I
cut
think I
Alan Wake
disagree.
I was going to ask if any of these. Yeah, I did not have specific ones I was
I
targeting, but I was
literally
thinking
added
which
those
ones don't
so we could
have
have
that.
this conversation, Dan.
Good.
Because I wanted to
Okay.
have it
Okay.
clarified.
hands
I
are
don't-
up, Jan.
Hands raised. Hands raised.
No, we
Okay,
have questions. We have
Hey,
comments.
Okay, we have
Backalar from
questions.
Giant Bomb, you go first.
Who came up with the running around thing?
Was this a you thing, Bachelor?
I thought this was a you thing, Backalar.
Was this an old Beastcast
I
thing?
believe
It feels
this is
like
a
it.
thing. I think it was a me thing, right?
I think.
You're
I
like,
think
how's the running around is how you would
it's an
ask
old,
about
yep,
a lot
it
of
was an old
games.
Beastcast thing.
It's,
Yep.
Right.
it's a good question because it's a
How's
that's
the
what's most
running
important.
around?
Yep.
I
So
never-
you are kind of the father of this.
So therefore, I can interpret it the way it is written in the doctrine.
Sure.
Giant Bombs,
Yes.
Lucy James, you had your hand up.
We can absolutely get rid of Assassin's Creed Mirage.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
also put that on there just to note that it does have running around and then to
It
have this
does,
moment where we
but
got
it-
got
Oh
rid of
yeah,
it
let's just get rid of the game
Modern
set in the brown
Modern
people
Assassin's
country.
Creed
All
traversal
right, let's
is
fucking go.
dog shit to more. You cannot tell me that that is
Let's
good.
go.
He
All right.
clings to every edge and he doesn't run. He doesn't
He
jump
doesn't
where
even
you
click
need
as
to
much as he
go.
does.
Oh,
as
like
hard as
every
he does in some
Assassin's
other
Creed
games,
game
but-
that's ever come
No,
out.
the old ones when fucking
Assassin's Creed
Syndicate,
2.
Unity. Take me back to Unity. The best the free
Well,
running
listen,
in those games has ever been.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
Get rid
I
of
agree
this.
with that.
Anyway,
I gave Unity a 92 out of 100, and
you
I
were
mean,
right to do it.
I think I.
I don't think you were right to do that, but the running around is
I
good.
didn't have any bugs.
Street Fighter 6. I got to say that doesn't seem to fit here.
This is sort
so-
of a
Whoa, whoa,
novelty
whoa, whoa,
thing.
whoa.
I know.
There's
Oh,
running
wait.
around.
Oh, if you're talking about that running around, well, I mean,
Yes.
you can't jump.
Dude, you could run around and challenge a grandma to a fight and then beat the shit out of her.
Look, that's great, but that's not really just running around. You know,
That's
That is
like,
definitely
yeah.
you can punch anyone while running around.
We also,
pretty good.
I kind of didn't stop talking. I think when I first said this, I was legit asking how the running around was. I didn't ask. I wasn't talking about swinging. I wasn't talking about jumping.
Oh,
I was
come
talking
on.
about, hey, how is it running around in this game?
You were
right?
thinking about jumping.
I wasn't thinking about swinging either, which is why I think, in fact, the running around in Spider-Man 2 is pretty bad. Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
Swinging
You're right.
around is
Yeah,
great.
No, let's
The
get
If
to
you're
this
on
thing
the,
and you
if you're
run
on the
into
ground,
The
Yeah.
swinging around is great. The
you
jumping
you can run up a
around.
wall.
It's easily the best.
That's cool.
That's the best part of that game by far is the locomotion and the
Is
getting
the
around.
swinging
No, but
around.
like what he's saying specifically when you're on the ground running,
yeah,
that is
that's-
the worst
Okay,
it
okay,
feels.
If we are
let's
to
stop, let's stop,
take-
let's stop.
You have a
Are we
cigarette
going
in
to
your
turn this
hand, I'm
category
gonna take
into
you
literally
to-
just running? Because then it feels like a bad
No,
joke
I-
category.
You know,
Yeah,
why
I'm
don't you just-
boo on that. No.
Why don't you just
Yeah,
call
no
it
way.
best movement?
Yeah,
I
that's
know,
the best
it's-
getting around
look,
is
No,
actually
but
way
running
better.
around can
yeah,
mean traversal and movement
know
and
it.
jumping
Listen,
and swinging.
not to everyone,
Anyways, let's cut Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3.
yeah.
Yeah,
that's
fine.
fine.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yes,
I was
Jan,
just
good
making
work.
a very long joke, so everyone can just
All right.
relax
What?
and we can do the spirit
Is-
of this thing.
I'm gonna
What
say something.
cons?
It's a watermelon game. Not the
going up
watermelon game, a different
Yeah, it's the
watermelon
other
game.
watermelon game.
Yeah, yeah,
It's one of those only up or just getting up games where you have to like climb a bunch of stuff, but you play as a watermelon. We can cut it. Goodbye,
Hey.
Hans, my friend.
Watermelons
Here's the
can't
thing,
run.
right? I'm gonna say something controversial.
Please.
Oh, what a shock. Let's go.
What makes the running around in Super Mario Wonder good?
Yes, it's the best running around this year.
No, but like, is it better than like I played it? And I was like, yep, this feels like a Mario game.
No, it feels
Okay,
better.
okay.
It's so snappy. It's so immediate. The jumping
No,
is so good.
No, Grub, you're right. You're right.
That is literally everything Mario has always been.
Well,
No,
Like,
it's-
I think-
I'm such a Mario.
I feel
no,
like
it feels better here than it has. in
Oh,
20
you think
years.
it's
wanna-
especially different, is what you're
I
saying.
want to back Tam here, I think, because when I think running around, I don't think as much as I love Mario and I love Mario Wonder. When I think running around, I think just running around kind of aimlessly, just like getting collectibles, seeing what's over here, what's over there, and just like the act of running around, getting around is super fun. And like Mario Wonder is, you're moving from left to right. That is, I mean, the actual jumping and stuff and mechanics are amazing, but you're not really like exploring the way you would in like a
Wait, so
3D.
The point I'm
category
trying to
is
make
this?
is
No,
the
you're
point I'm
right,
trying to
Grub.
make
You're
is
interpreting the category correctly, and Tam is just criticizing this game.
no, I'm not.
Not criticizing, but saying it doesn't.
I'm talking about what Dan said though. Dan, I don't. Yeah, you're not exploring the world. What does that have to do with this
No,
category?
no,
I think
for me-
there is an aimlessness, I think, to the spirit of this category. Where it's like, I think about like when you're in the at the beginning of Mario 64, when you're just in the courtyard and just running around, jumping, doing flips, climbing trees and stuff like that. That's like some of the best immediate running around feel, and it's aimless. It's just exploratory. That's how I always thought of this
like that
category.
too. I like that too. But we're gonna not we're gonna box out games because they don't have like a free roam mode.
No.
Great.
So
no
that
way.
is
No way.
that is different from what I'm saying. What I'm
I know.
saying
Yes,
is
you're saying
like
something different, Tam. Yes, I know.
what I'm saying is like if we keep giving Mario awards for running around, at some point, like we won't stop because like I haven't. It's been a while since I played a bad running around in a Mario game. Felt bad. Like maybe New Super Mario Brothers is one of them. Like
I'm not saying it's like not bad though. I'm saying it's fantastic, and it's compared to new Super Mario games that we've gotten for the last 20 years.
Yeah,
I understand what Grub's
This is not
saying.
like some
yeah,
like
I get what you're saying, but also
every year like Call
But
of
also,
Duty.
what I'm saying is like the vast majority of Mario games I've played, I felt like this feels good. I played this
This feels
game,
better.
Mario Wonder, and how it felt does not stand out to me at all. It's
It doesn't
everything
stand out to me.
around it.
The second I
Like,
picked it up, it stood out to me. I
Yeah,
was like,
I got it. I was like, oh yeah, this
blew
is good. This is good. This feels like a good Mario game. And then that was it. I didn't think about it again.
Let me put it this way. I think if this was best platforming, Mario Wonder wins because of the reasons
Yeah.
Grub is saying. But running around, that spirit I see is
every-
different than
every-
platforming.
I don't. This is not like my favorite game. Every second of movement in Spider-Man 2, barring when you're running to gain momentum, felt good and like a joy.
Agreed.
Like,
Agreed.
I like
Agreed.
it. Every turn I did felt satisfying. Every thwip of a web was
Yeah, I
like
agree with that.
Yep.
impactful. With
I think you're
Mario,
both right.
like
That is how I
you're
feel
both
about
right.
Mario, though. To be
Yeah,
clear,
I think you're
Every
both right.
moment
I guess,
moving
but
in
like-
Mario was
right.
Yeah,
For me,
I get it.
like I registered it as like, is this good Mario running? Ticked box. Never thought about it again.
So
and then from that point on, it
I
was like,
All
very worried that
Yeah.
it wasn't going
Grub
to
went
be
deeper.
So what I'll add here is that Super Mario Brothers Wonder introduces different badges that affect the movement and the running around. I think we can keep. I think we can keep Spider-Man 2 and Super Mario Brothers Wonder for now. We don't need to lock them in.
To me, I think those both are locks. Though,
I think so too.
Lucy James.
So I have one that's not on here, but I thought the running around in Cocoon was actually amazing.
Oh, Cocoon.
It was good.
It's pleasant.
Snappy running
Felt
around.
really
Yeah,
nice.
nice.
Pleasant.
It's pleasant.
It's just
Okay.
I mean, that's
pleasant.
Smooth.
I wish
So
someone just
smooth.
responded with me with that answer. We would have been moving on.
Can we cut?
This is
Alan
pleasant.
Wake 2 and Resident
Cut
Evil
Alan.
4.
Yes.
Yeah,
Of course,
Yeah.
of course.
Get him out of
Of
here,
course.
Yeah, I literally did put those in there so that we could have the conversation about what this category
I
meant.
think
I
you get
think
rid
we
of
should
Survivor,
also
too.
cut Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
Yeah, the wall running's
Yeah.
really good, but it's the animation. I don't mind this so much, but I think when you have movement in a game, if you can combine it with great animation, like Spider-Man, like Mario Wonder, that takes it to the next level. Respawn's games are like, listen, we're going to kind of be a little bit limited on the animation so that you could do more as a character, and I think that still works for me, but maybe it doesn't rise to the level of these other games.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't enjoy the movement in that.
I put on Little Gator Game because it is very much like the spirit of running around is all that game is. It's a 3D
I thought that came out in December
platformer.
last year.
Did it?
I thought that was a last year game.
Oh, okay.
personally, but I don't know.
Little Gator Game.
Little Gator Game.
It is nothing but running around, but I think the actual mechanics of it aren't going to hang against some of the stuff on here.
Are you comfortable cutting it down?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Jen, do you want to cut Modern Warfare as well?
Are
Or
we
do wanna
okay
have a
cutting Modern
discussion about it?
Warfare?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
The running around, it happens to be okay, but it's not end of the year.
What
game
is
of the year worthy?
Cavern of Dreams?
It's a throwback retro style N64 platformer that just came out. The
Really?
good movement in there is that you can jump up, kind of do the Sonic spin dash, and take off, and it feels really good in 3D. It's not going to hang. It's a really good game though, and
Okay.
it plays really
Should I
well.
play that game?
I
The
think you would
words
really
you're
enjoy
saying
it.
sound good.
I think
Okay.
you would really get a kick out of that one.
I
Okay.
have some questions about Armored Core 6 because the movement feels good specifically because of the flying around.
That's running. Sorry, that's running.
that is
now.
That's running in the
Yeah.
sky.
Flying and
Okay,
jumping.
then
Yeah.
If that's true, like it might win because boy, does that feel good
It
in that
feels
game.
fucking awesome. Yes.
It feels
Yeah, I
so
mean,
good.
I've
I
never
think-
felt cooler than playing Armored Core 6.
Yeah,
In video
yeah.
games.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you hit the thumbstick in and you're flying towards it, and then you press left or right, and then you do the side boost.
And you stun them and you get in there with a sword and oh fuck.
Giant
Okay.
lasers shooting at you and you're
Yeah.
dodging out in the last second.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
Listen,
Don't see Mario doing that.
Let's cut Liza P.
no,
I
you're
think
not
we can
wrong.
cut Liza P.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like it emulates the jumping in Souls-like games so accurately that it's bad.
It sounds like we
Cut
should
Street Fighter
lock.
6.
Let's lock Armored Core 6 first. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down with
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Really fucking good.
Okay. Street Fighter 6.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Surprisingly good move running
but-
actually. The
Right.
game just
but I don't.
because
think
you have
it-
that drive
Punch those
rush
old
thing.
ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess we're pro old ladies here.
Apparently that's really the thing
Now,
of the year.
Wild Hearts is a game that is similar to Monster Hunter, and I think it almost has better movement than actual Monster Hunter. And I
thought
think
so.
the different
Agreed.
gadgets that you have, like the springboard and like the kind of diagonal spring you got, really add to it very well. I don't think it hangs with some of these other games.
Yeah, I included that one last night was because I was thinking I know me and Jan played it, and I think Jan felt the same way I did about that movement. So I'm glad we just got to mention it.
Yeah.
But I agree. Let's cut it.
Yeah, I think it just get in the same way that Monster Hunter can get kind of clunky where you get stuck on stuff. It unfortunately also copies that aspect of it as well. Goodbye, Wild Hearts.
I'm okay with cutting Tears of the Kingdom, a game that I really do like running around in.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's got great running around, but a lot of that is down to the environment being so like nice to move through because it's so
Yeah.
immersive with the animation of the foliage and everything and the sound
It's
effects.
not the first thing you think of about the
Yeah,
game.
like they do it like everything in that game. They do a great job with it. It's just not the thing I'm even coming to it for, and I
Right.
don't leave thinking, "Boy, what a great moving around experience!" I have all these
Sure.
other stories
That's-
I'm telling.
If it was best messing around, like best like building shit and seeing what happens, and
Dude,
let's see what
mess
like then it wins. But running around, maybe not.
Yeah, most complicated running around.
Okay.
Skill issue.
You know, Ghost. It's funny because Ghost Runner 2.
That has running in the name.
Yeah, and it does that thing really well. And based off your reasoning just now, Grub, it is what I think of when I play that game, or rather, when I'm not playing that game, is the running around.
Yeah.
I think we
I
keep
played Ghost Runner 1.
Runner
I didn't play
2.
Ghost Runner 2 a lot.
Yeah, go ahead, Jen.
I think we keep Ghost Runner 2 for now. I think
For a second,
For
I
a
don't like
second.
its odds.
For a second.
but for a second, yeah.
I think you can cut Thirsty Suitors. It's got a really cool skateboarding mechanic in there that it has no need being that good.
Yes.
But it's weirdly good, the skateboarding system.
the
in that.
shouts
Oh,
out to the up grind because I still don't know what to officially call it, but like
Yeah.
Upgrind's
hanging
good. I like
from
that.
the thing
yeah.
and being able to grind that way. Tony Hawk, why didn't you try that?
Speaking of upgrind, Sci-Fi Rush had a lot of that. I like the movement in that game just because like you do have an incentive to keep the beat even outside of combat. So you kind of like time your dashes to the beat even.
Yeah.
And I think you could even sort of cancel them into a normal attack and do like dash, 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 attack, dash, and that's the
That's
optimal
right.
movement. And it felt very good.
It feels really good.
I think it stays for now.
I like that.
Now, Cocoon, I like the running around, but I wish I could go a little bit faster. That's my one qualm.
Yeah.
Could use a run button or something. Yeah.
Yep.
Best
It's
walking
more-
around though, Cocoon.
That's walking around
best
and
walking
not
around.
jumping.
It's more like
Yeah.
it's like a trot.
Like a
though.
trot.
Yeah.
Yeah, best
That's
trot.
walking with purpose of the year.
Hey,
yes.
could someone in chat keep every time we say like make up a new category on the fly? Could you keep track of it for us so we can have a list
Yes.
of that when we're done?
Best,
I feel like
Himbo of
Resident
the
Evil
Year
and Alan Wake
best,
could be
best
in,
good boy of the year and all that stuff.
Resident Evil and Alan Wake could be in best walking around.
Yeah.
yeah, I walked too
Yeah.
much in Alan Wake 2.
Yeah.
Pizza Tower does have really good running around, but
Yeah.
maybe it's almost maybe a bit too frenetic. Like
yeah.
it's cool to feel out of control and yet still a little bit in control, and that game does that really well. But I don't feel a need to like I'm not compelled to put it on this list personally.
Yeah, it speaks to the rhythm that Hi-Fi Rush kind of has you go through, but then it's pretty like linear and there's not a lot of the exploration to it. I mean, like you can kind of like experiment around with levels and find the best routes, but I don't you're right, Grub. It feels too out of control.
Mm-hmm.
I would want to cut Hi-Fi Rush because I think running around is about just like freedom. And it's why I didn't like Hi-Fi Rush is because you're locked into this beat mechanic. And so I don't feel like I'm just like exploring at my own pace and having a good time running around. I feel like I'm locked in to this beat thing.
You're just
and
upset because you have no rhythm, right?
Oh,
that's why I couldn't
Someone
play that
else.
game. Just have no interest in that game. Yeah.
Okay.
I really like it. It's not gonna
really-
be my number one.
I like it too.
Okay, let's nominate a number. Let's lock in one other game then.
If it's movement, it would be Spider-Man 2.
Yes.
If that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
absolutely.
The spirit of movement. Come on.
Yes.
Spider-Man 2 feels so good.
Yeah.
I mean, that's more fun than the actual game, which usually is combat,
Yeah.
which I don't hate or anything. But the fun part is actually going to a mission more so than doing the mission.
Like
And
Mario,
I do think it'd be crazy if Mario Wonder wasn't on here.
Mario Wonder is 10 times the video game Spider-Man 2 is, but for this category, Spider-Man 2 takes it over Mario for sure.
Oh yeah, listen, I'm just talking about locking it in and getting the 3 games. We can have a conversation once we have the 3 games. But I think when I'm looking at Ghost Runner 2 and Hi-Fi Rush, I think it would be crazy to include those over Mario Wonder. And I get the arguments, but
Yeah, I can agree
don't
with
think
that.
I don't think they
Sure.
don't
But Mario over
push it off.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'll take Mario over Ghost Runner and Hi-Fi Rush for sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Damn.
I do think Ghost Runner is one of the most underappreciated
Yes.
games of the
Number
year.
4.
for
It's
sure.
like it's the runner up. Okay.
yeah, Ghost Runner up.
There you go.
Yeah, best
we-
Ghost Runner-up is a good category for
Mhm.
Ghost Runner to be in.
Congratulations, we did it.
Okay. We need to crown number
I mean, it's
one.
Spider-Man.
Here.
It's
It's
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
It's
Arm-
Yeah.
Armored Core
I
6
think it might
though,
be Armored Core 6.
is like real good.
But Armored Core 6, the movement and everything feels so amazing, but that spirit of exploration stuff in Spider-Man 2, that is like just swinging
Yeah.
around the city, flying around the city. Ooh, what's that on that roof? Oh, I'll fly over there. Like that is like Armored Core is a little more like I'm going to the objective marker, I'm fucking that thing up, I'm moving on
Yeah,
to the next
I-
one. It all
the-
feels amazing, but yeah.
The one thing about Armored Core is there is a limitation to that movement.
Yeah.
In that, like you have.
Yeah, but
to,
I think it's limiting in a way that it is confined, but deliberately so. So you have to make decisions, and that makes me feel more engaged. Where like I am choosing for my mech to move in this way, and I'm leaving some other things out because I want it to be faster or I want it to be heavier. And no matter which direction you go with it, it's satisfying. Like you're like, oh, that's a big, heavy, lunken beast with 4 legs, and he kind of floats up there in the sky, like just walking in the sky. All that stuff is just so good. I guess I didn't realize this was about like a Crackdown Memorial Award. I didn't realize that's what this
That's
is.
some of
I
the
thought
best
this was just
running
about
around, yeah.
locomotion, about getting around.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with what you're saying, but like there is always the thing that I'm coming back to is like in Armored Core, there's a slight second of disappointment when you can no longer do those things. Where it's like, oh man,
yeah,
I
know,
can't
you're
boost
right.
anymore. Now I have to recover, and that does not exist in Spider-Man. Like I'm always
Spider-Man 2's a
enjoying
crowd
movement.
pleaser.
It's like a perpetual motion, and the satisfaction is just constantly streaming in. And I think like that makes it in the spirit of the category in all respects the best.
The
of the bunch.
last thing I would say about Spider-Man 2 is that it is just Spider-Man 2, basically from GameCube and Xbox 20 years ago. Yes, the flying is new, but other than that, it feels just as good as that game did. and that game still feels great to today. So
I
it's
I mean,
like,
there's the
As
launching
I-
yourself, the flying.
Yeah,
and the
I don't know
loop.
about that, man.
There's more going on there.
I feel like
That's
that's
a
quite
nostalgia
severely
problem.
underselling. Like,
I don't think. I, mean,
how
I think it's underselling that Spider-Man 2 game, that original one. They really did nail it
there's-
right out of
I
the
mean,
gate.
they did.
they did a good job of it, but like it just cannot function on the same level. Like the physics system, the presentation, like it all goes into how it feels to move around in this game.
I'll
and
say
that
the
game.
flying does put it over the top. So I'm
Mhm.
okay
That's
with
great.
Spider-Man.
Yeah,
You
I
can
mean,
do a
like-
loopy loop.
You can do loopy loop.
Yep.
You can do a slingshot. You can do
Yeah.
like
You can do
wild
fucking
shit.
cannonballs
You can
and
do
loops and stuff in the
tricks,
air.
yeah.
Yeah.
Grub, I want you
I
to
have
think
no
about
problem
this.
with it being Spider-Man 2, but Armor Core 6 is like right there for me.
Yes,
But yeah, we can
same.
make it Spider-Man 2.
Grub, I want you to think about this. I want you to think about
Please.
how many TikToks you've watched, just like me, of people just swinging around to music in Spider-Man 2.
I've watched a lot of those. Yes, and
Yeah.
when they come on, I don't turn them off.
And think
Those
about
ones
the
where
vibes.
like those
It's
ones where
just
like
cool.
Miles jumps off a building and then pulls his
Does
phone
the-
out and then
it does
and
the
then
electric explosion. Yep.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I
to the
also
music.
want everyone to know that Miles Morales feels better to swing around as versus Peter Parker.
Oh.
It's all a mental thing. It's
His,
all mental.
his dash feels better than Peter Parker's weird, like, my extra spider legs are going to come out and give me
Yes.
a boost somehow thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay, are we locking in that Marvel Spider-Man 2 is the
So-
winner here?
Yeah.
Do it.
Mhm.
All right. Best running around, parentheses, the spirit of moving. We have winning the category Marvel's Spider-Man 2, Super Mario Wonder, and Armored Core 6 as lovely runners up in the running around
Yay.
category.
Wow, Jeff left in protest. He was really upset about that. He's
Gotta
really
knock
Wow.
that
I
out.
wonder.
All right, he's got to blow off some steam. It's okay.
He's
Pretty
texting
petty.
me
A fart?
Okay, how do we feel? Do we want to take a quick break? Do we want to keep going?
I
One more
would-
category and then a break?
One more than a break.
Yeah, one
Yeah, I
more,
like
one
that.
more.
I like
One
that.
more and then a break. Okay. All right. All right. The next category. Wait, let me just push all that other stuff down. The next category, third category of day one, is best 2022 game we didn't talk about. Jeff's back. He's blew off the steam.
Hello.
Nominees are Immortality, Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, Midnight Suns, Chained Echoes, Norco, Power Slave Exhumed. It's a
You just
fun
made
word.
that up.
Oh.
What was that game?
Oh
Live.
my
Hold your
god!
horses.
Well, I
Okay.
guess it's in the right category. I guess it's in the right
Uh-huh.
category.
Hold your
Okay,
horses.
okay, two more. Live Alive, and somehow Strangers of Paradise. Final Fantasy
I
Origin.
don't understand that. Okay.
Okay, I
Could've-
I tried to do this last year, but Tam wouldn't let me. I think we
What?
can cut Strangers of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin because I talked about this at
Jan,
length.
I don't know if we should cut
We
a
can't
Strangers
do this
of
again.
Paradise.
Can't do this
I
again.
never got to talk about it.
I think there's a good moment here to discuss. I feel like Jan, you deserve to give Strangers of Paradise its flowers.
No,
And I know you love that game, and I think it's really sad that we're
This is
constantly trying
reverse
to cut this
harassment in
game.
some weird way.
this is like when you put a shy person up to talk about something that they're not prepared to talk about.
Chaos?
Fine, we'll keep it up for a little bit.
Did I not talk about Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope? I feel like that was that was in my top 10 last year.
Yeah, you
I think
did.
you did talk
I
about
put it
it.
on there because I
Yeah.
didn't really talk about it much, and then I played it this year. But we can.
It's really
cut it.
good. It's really good.
Yeah,
It's
we
really
talked
good. We can
about
cut
it.
Oh, we did talk about it.
I guess
yeah.
we did
okay.
talk about it.
It's got the
we
most
also-
egregious, like, Poochie character, like from
Oh,
Simpsons.
that Edge the rabbit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
oh,
that's like the
boy.
biggest Poochie I've
Yeah.
seen in media.
Well, the
and
only
I'm
whoa,
one
gonna
whoa,
go
whoa.
from
in a
Bayonetta
game,
3
yeah.
that is exactly the
That
same.
is.
Even has a sword, has the same haircut. It's
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah.
Am I crazy or did we not? We talked about Norco like I did a lot. I feel like at least the game of the year.
Did we?
What's that,
What's
Jeff? I wasn't
Norco?
listening.
It was that like
Depressing.
cyberpunk like sort of point and clicky thing.
Good job, Grub. I respect that.
I knew you would appreciate it.
No, I got it. I just overlooked it.
Okay. So are we cutting Norco?
Yeah, because that was even. I think that was like my number 10 last year.
Did we talk about Pentiment?
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
It made the-
Bruh.
it made the top 10.
Yes. It did well, yeah.
I'm
Yes.
just,
It
I'm
made
just
the
trying to
top 10.
remind myself. I know
Did
for
we
some
talk
reason-
about Weird West? I don't think we did.
Yes.
Yeah, we did a wait,
Weird?
no.
Weird
Surely-
West?
Oh no, the isometric
We did
one?
Evil
Yeah.
West, Dan.
We
You're
did
thinking
Evil
about
West.
Well,
Yeah,
there was a
we did
Best
Evil
West. Was that on the Best
That
West?
was
or-
Evil
Yeah.
West. Evil West we did talk about. Weird West we did
Weird
not
West.
talk about.
Weird West. We did. We definitely
Did we
did a
mention
quick
it?
look. I was into it for sure. I liked it a lot.
Okay, well, let's keep it for now. Live Alive, I think I put that on, and I think I talked about it a bit.
Yeah, we talked about that quite a bit.
I put that on
Oh.
because again, yeah, it's just that game just didn't get quite enough love. I know you gave it love, Jan. I appreciate it, but just want to once again reiterate that Live Alive is fantastic.
Yeah, if you bounced off maybe Octopath Traveler 2 this year and want like a really lengthy JRPG to sink your teeth into, who the fuck is locking Strangers of Paradise on this dock? Definitely
the
check
fuck
out
was
Live
that?
Alive. 100% check out Live Alive.
I'm not much of an
Beautiful game.
Octopath person. I can't get into those games for some reason as much as I want to, but I love Live Alive.
Yeah, it handles a 2.5D graphical style. I think it's one of the best.
Better pace. It's a snappier game.
Yes, much better paced. Okay, Grub, I have no idea what Power Slave Exhumed is.
Well, let me tell you
Let
about
Mikey go.
Power Slave Exhumed. Power Slave was like a 1996 or so.
Oh, here we go.
1997 first-person
Sega
shooter for the Saturn that is like a prototype for what Metroid Prime will
This man
be.
is doing a I am old speedrun right now.
It's very exploration-based. And then last year, Night Dive Studios, who does all those great remasters/remakes of older first-person shooters, I think their Turok 3 just came out. They did
really
one
well.
for this. It did not get as much attention as others because it's a more obscure game to start with, but this is the best one they've done. This
rules.
is a fantastic game. The whole thing has that ancient Egyptian setting to it. Right, real crisp graphics, kind of Quake, where there's some 3D stuff, but still some 2D sprites. Or like that Duke Nukem style looks really pleasant, but the exploration is a ton of fun. You are getting ability upgrades so you can access new areas. There's secret items you can collect to get the good ending. It really is. Like, yeah, it's like Metroid Prime 6 years before we got Metroid Prime, and it went completely under the radar.
Let's keep it.
It's good stuff.
Let's keep
Good
it.
stuff.
Lucy.
So Visual B just said, did you all talk about the Quarry at Game of the Year last year?
Oh, Game of the
I don't know if
Year?
I think we
Did?
did briefly, yeah.
But the other one, I don't think we would have talked about because it would have. I think it came out after cut off everything. We didn't talk about. Shit, I forgot the name. What was the one that the guy?
Cut it. Cut it.
No,
Yeah,
the guy. The
sounds
guy.
forgettable.
Doesn't that make it ideal for this list?
Callisto
Yeah.
Protocol.
Oh, right.
Oh, you
That
want
came
to
out
talk
late.
about
That
that
was like
game?
December.
Yeah, but
It
it
came
came
out
out
late,
late.
so we missed
No,
it.
listen, Lucy.
So we
it's
didn't
not
talk
January
about
game.
it.
It was December, I think.
Yeah, it was like came in real hot. Yeah.
Okay,
This
well, yeah,
is
we can
not a
talk
list
about
of
it.
every game.
But it's
that
not,
we didn't
that's
talk
not
about.
best anything, though.
Talk about it.
We
I
didn't
mean,
talk about it, but it's not best anything.
Yeah,
We just didn't talk about it.
Yeah.
I
I'm
assume, I assume
I'm
this
just
was a
going
good
off
game.
the
we
name of
didn't
the
talk about.
category,
Yeah,
Dan.
yeah. I think that
The
it wins
best
the
game we didn't talk about.
Oh shit!
It wins
okay,
the
well,
award
I'm
for-
not the name of the category.
Yeah, the word best is here. So
It wins the award for best 2022 game that didn't deserve to be talked about. So
It would be
I
funny if we
think
did have a category called just
Get rid of it.
a game we didn't talk about last year.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's a lot of that.
How do you
write that
quantify
down.
that?
Write that
Oh,
down.
I like the Quarry.
Okay,
I
we'll
thought
keep the
Quarry
quarry for
was
now.
fun.
I think didn't.
Callisto
Are
could
you
go.
sure we didn't do a stream
Yeah,
then?
we
But
talked about
wait,
it
are we
before, yeah.
specifically? This is about Game of the Year, game we didn't talk about during Game of the Year last year. Because
now
we
we're-
talked
Yeah.
about all
I
these
don't know,
games.
I don't
Yeah, yeah,
know.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't think. I don't think we need Callisto Protocol on there.
No, I agree.
Now,
Okay.
Get rid.
I don't. I mean, and Weird West, I feel like was definitely a game that had its chance to be in discussion towards last year's end. It did not
Yeah.
arise to the occasion. I like that game, but yeah.
I like that game.
I felt really bad about not having played Chained Echoes. Apparently,
That game
was
is
like,
good, man.
Yeah, really good indie JRPG.
Yes.
I was going to say Chained Echoes, I think, might be a lock for me personally.
I love Chained Echoes.
It unfortunately
It's fantastic.
got lost because of like the December release so close to like the Game Awards and Game of the Year season, so folks didn't get the time to check it out. I think the same level of praise that Sea of Stars has gotten, I think Chained Echoes also should have received.
Yes.
And Tam, am I
hear.
correct? Chained Echoes, it's a very small team, if not one dude.
I think it's a small team. I don't know if it's one dude, but it's definitely a small team.
Okay. But yeah, Chained Echoes, for some reason, whatever reason, maybe it's because it had giant mechs in it for a bit.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's
Is it a
one dude.
Xenogears?
Matthias Linda.
Oh yeah, it spoke to me more than Sea of Stars did, but maybe
Yeah.
that's just my flavor of RPG that I like more.
It's a little bit of everything from that era.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
it's one of those games that brings it to life in the way that you remember, not the way that it actually is.
Mhm.
So it's like maintains the kind of like gloss of nostalgia.
I'm gonna lock it.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Okay. Weird
Midnight
West.
Suns, Jan, you talked about that a lot.
I
think.
did. I did. I think that was another unfortunate thing that like it probably trailered very poorly, and people
Yes, it did.
expected it to be when folks hear card game battling system.
What the fuck is this image?
Oh, that's me as Ross from Monsters Incorporated. Somebody made like Wazowski. You didn't follow your paperwork. Yeah.
I think
I can't
Midnight.
tell. I'm not looking at chat, so I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
It's fantastic.
I think Midnight Suns is an absolutely fantastic game and a good twist on the XCOM formula. I don't want to cut it just yet. I think
I don't want to
okay.
cut it. I like.
I think I
like
really
Midnight
like
Suns.
Midnight Suns.
Yeah.
I feel like it got done so dirty.
It got done
last
It
dirty.
year.
did. People
Like
freaked out
people
about cards.
just forgot it. Yeah.
Yo, and it has Blade.
I know, and it's good, and it's satisfying to play. I'm gonna replay Midnight Suns. Goodbye, everyone.
It's a
play
good
it.
Steam Deck game.
Yeah, fantastic Steam Deck game.
Oh, that makes sense.
Okay, well we'll
All
keep
right,
it
so
then. We'll keep it for
then,
now.
yeah.
What about The Quarry and Weird West?
Oh yeah, fine. We can get rid of them.
No, we don't have to get rid of both. We can do
No,
one.
the thing is that compared to the other stuff, they're not as good. But I had such a fun time with The Quarry. I streamed that one. Weird West was great. They added like first person in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
So, but compared to Stranger of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origins,
Yeah, nothing
beats.
touches that, right, Jan?
I don't feel like that's a
I
joke that
talked
we have
at
not
length.
resolved.
Okay.
Yeah, Jen's right. Get rid of Stranger of Paradise and highlight Power Slave Exhumed. You guys already talked about. You guys even know what Power Slave
A
Exhumed
game
was.
that no one knows about. This is
They
a game
know.
that
That's
we
the
all
category.
adore and love that got missed out last year. I don't
know
understand.
if we could say all adore. Okay. If we're looking at this list here, if we're looking at this, 5 games, and again, I can't speak to Power Slave Exhumed, I feel comfortable
can.
cutting Immortality because in terms of best game, it's very slight in that regard. I'm a big fan of movies,
fair.
as we know, but then
I think the mechanic in there was really powerful the first couple times you did it.
the first couple
Go watch
times,
our episode of audio logs on it.
Yeah.
It's cool how it works.
Right.
It works
Um,
behind the scenes. There's an algorithm to space out where the scares are.
Mm.
Okay.
It's not just
Yeah,
like
that's
randomly picking it. It basically
That's
figures
cool.
out how long you've gone without having
Yep.
a scare or an alternate scene, and then it gives you one.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'll sit back down. We need to cut one.
Are you
though.
actually gonna sit down? You're standing up right now.
No, I'm sitting down.
All right, let me actually talk about Stranger of Paradise. I'm the Final
great
Fantasy
motion.
guy.
Are you?
I was dreading going
Proclaim
into
you
that
the Final
game.
Fantasy guy.
I am the
The
Final
president,
Fantasy
Joe
guy.
Biden did.
Okay, all right then.
Look, I went into that game with a lot of dread, just because everybody was basically just laughing at the game, and everyone's like, "Ah,
Except
this
for
is
Jan.
just-" Yeah, except for Jan. Well, Jan has no sense of humor, as we know. But look, I went into that game with a big frumpy face. Like, this looks really stupid. This looks like a B tier game. This shouldn't be Final Fantasy. And then it ended up actually being a lot of fun, and I kind of got won over by it. But the game is still very stupid. Like, the presentation aspect of it is really rough. Even just some of that stuff that I think comes from the
Look at the joy on
shitty
Jan's face right now.
Damn
other
it.
stuff from that game. Like,
Also,
the fact-
during
the
cutscenes,
fact-
you can't interrupt to have him go, "Shut up, bitch," which I thought you would be able to. So
We
Kinda
need to
not a good
cut
game.
Stranger of Paradise because we had a whole thing about this.
yes, this was
Yes,
talked
he's
about.
right.
This was probably talked about more than any other game last year.
It hung out in the top 20, almost reached the top 10 because Tam wouldn't let me cut it.
I
Well-
don't know what you're talking about.
Tam's going to give you permission right now to cut it, right, Tam?
Jan, I think you should do what you think is right for you.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, I can't believe you did that.
I cannot be associated with Stranger of Paradise. I've already chose my other weird Square game.
I tuned out because I'm a bad person. You guys feel that strongly about Chained Echoes?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
change
might
the
have
game.
played
I'm
it,
a
I feel
bad
strongly.
person.
I love that there's like a switch that you manually flip. Where you're like, I've had enough of this.
Yeah, he does. Just like he's like,
Going to
what? A
Jeff's place.
JRPG? This doesn't concern me.
If tried that game, and like that's also how I felt playing it.
If Grub had a mind place like Saga does, what do you think is in there?
It's like this. It's like this Homer Simpson in The Simpsons,
Yeah.
right?
When you press the back button,
There's
when
a
you press the
beanbag there
back
too,
button
but
on
otherwise,
Jeff,
yeah.
where does he go? Yeah.
He has like a tiny cup of espresso, a beanbag.
Yeah.
I love the
A
idea
bunch
of
of
like,
sheets, delivery.
I love the idea of like when he retreats to his mind place, it's just the room that he's in there right now. It's the exact same one.
He has the cup right now.
I think you're wearing like soundproof headphones, riding a lawnmower.
And then he has
Yeah,
at least
that's good
12 Chinese knockoff handhelds in his pocket.
Yeah.
That's right. They're right over there.
He's also fighting insects under his house.
Mike, you spoke pretty passionately about Power Slave.
Game rules more.
He's right. This is the ideal game for this category.
Yeah, that's the game I wish more people could play. Now, look, if you're like somebody who just can't handle like that era of first-person shooters, right? You just think like there's something off-putting about that, or something you can't jive with. It's aged, then maybe it won't win you over. But you have any affinity for the quote-unquote
Quake.
boomer shooters, this is the one that you missed out on.
It's a really impressive remake project as well.
I
a
also like the
revival
word
project.
exhumed.
Yeah,
good word.
I feel like-
Exhumed.
I feel like you dropped Midnight Suns in there as well as one of the three.
Yeah, Midnight Suns was good.
You know, like Midnight Funds, am I right, everyone?
Hey,
there we go.
amen.
Hey,
Locked in. Okay.
yeah.
Like, we like
Immortality, I think, is a fantastic game. I love when movies and video games shake hands and become friends for a little bit. We see that extensively with The Quiet Man. But we can cut it.
Of course.
we can cut Immortality.
What if we brought back
phenomenal.
Strangers of Paradise?
What
For a
if
minute.
we did? That's interesting.
No,
Cam.
no.
I think I have some more things to say about it.
No.
I hate how when you beat up enemy, you get like 50 pieces of equipment. So like, what do I even do? The only thing you can do is just like auto equip. That's the whole game, really. And then the guy had an iPod and it had like new metal on it. That doesn't make sense. He lives in a fantasy world.
None of this game made sense. None of it did. They had power eggs. They had JO crystals that they touched with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird game.
So you're making a compelling case to put this back on?
No,
Kind of a fun game,
I am
though.
talking about it more, which further disqualifies it.
Yeah, what was your final build, Jen? I was like a
I
sage,
kept-
and I would use Ultima to defeat my enemies. It was fun.
Pretty much, but I just kept the bowler hat on or the fedora because
I like that.
swag.
Oh.
Swag.
Who's the winner of this category?
I think it's Power Slave
I do
Exhumed.
too.
I'm swayed for Power Slave.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's
Slave
go.
for Power Slave. Let's go.
More
Tell
like-
me why I had to be a Power
All
Slave.
right.
Some
I
irony.
changed my mind.
Now we
changed
got
my
to undo
mind.
that.
We got
Undo it.
Let's put Strangers of Paradise
We
back
cannot
on. Let's
encourage
put Strangers of
I am a god. Why can't I live on? It's good stuff.
This is
Rock
weird.
became a
We only
person.
have two
Rock.
two nominees here.
No, hey.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah, Midnight Suns wins. Yeah.
Okay. You know what? Let's get this out of the way. Let's reward Mike's gusto now, so we
Mike
get
needs
it
a
out of
win.
the way.
Mike needs a win.
Might only encourage him.
Mike
No,
needs a win.
we
Mike
can't-
needs a win.
We're gonna stop the momentum. Don't worry, everyone.
All right.
All right?
Also, Midnight Suns we talked about way too much. I did multiple things with Jan last year where he played it and we talked about it, and yeah, like we talked. Midnight Suns was featured prominently on Giant Bomb.
I'm going to guess that there was basically zero giant bomb coverage of Power Slave Exhumed.
I think I might have mentioned that I played it because you talked about it so much, and then you finally got me to play it. But I don't know. Beyond that, that's it.
I just want you to know if he sings again, it's all your fault.
Midnight Suns
Be a good
does win the 2023 of best way to feature Blade in all
Yeah, that's
media.
It does.
In all media.
Best
Yeah.
Add that
Blade
to the
game.
list.
Best Blade. Please, someone add that to the list. All right, folks, that is 3 categories out of the way today. Whew, whew. Recapping those categories, we have Cheesecake Factory's Ben Starr presents Best Debut, with the winner being Talking Flower from Super Mario Bros. Wonder, with Turgle and Yako and Ilmo as runners-up. Best Running Around, The Spirit of Moving, Marvel's Spider-Man 2, taking that category, runners-up being Super Mario Bros. Wonder and Armored Core 6, with Ghost Runner 2 being the Ghost runner-up. Best 2022 game of the year we didn't talk about. Midnight Suns, Chained Echoes runners-up, with Power Slave Exhumed, taking that category. We're going to take a quick break, and after that break, we will be back with Best Alan Wake Character.
Ooh.
Stay tuned, folks. We'll see you right after this.
Take me Now I'm begging with you, baby. Please don't leave me hanging. Oh, 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 no. It's a lockdown, baby. You drive me crazy. Ain't no escaping. Your love has got me doing time. You're my attorney, my judge and jury. I'm pleading guilty, so lock me up for a key. Oh, babe. Hey, I said lock me up for a key. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Lock me up for a key. You can't restrain me. You can search me. I'll give it all up just to be with you. I'm so happy. Now you got me. I'll surrender all my love to you. Don't you see what you're doing to me? I'm in love and I can't break free. Now I'm begging with you, baby. Please don't leave me hanging. Oh, oh, oh. It's a lockdown, baby. You drive me crazy. Ain't no escaping. Your love has got me doing time. You're my attorney, my judge and jury. I'm pleading guilty, so lock me up for a key. Oh, 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 yeah. I said lock me up for a key. Yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Lock me up for a key. Ooh, baby, it's a lockdown, baby. You drive me crazy. Ain't no escaping. Your love has got me doing time. You're my attorney, my judge and jury. I'm pleading guilty, so lock me up for a key. You gotta take.
And we are back, everyone, for day one of the real game of the year here at giantbomb.com. Everyone is still here. Once again, we are already crowned 3 categories if you're joining us late. If you're joining us late on a podcast, that's weird. Why'd you do that? Why'd you skip a whole hour ahead? Anyway,
Yeah, it's impressive.
next category, and I want everyone to remember, listening now, that spoilers are abound. It's game of the year season, so if you haven't finished a game, sorry.
It's on you.
Sorry. But the next category is Best Alan Wake Character. Nominees are Alan Wake, Saga Anderson, Ati, the janitor.
Generator.
Jan is a hard thing to say. That's a good point.
Ati the Generator is a great name.
Ilmo Costella, Jaco Costella,
Same
Mr.
dude.
Door.
Do you guys know the same actor?
What?
Played-
Oh, really?
Yeah. Same guy.
He looks so
Same
different.
guy.
Broke his toe when he kicked that helmet as well.
Yeah, look it up. Same actor.
Mr. Door, Rose, Tor, Odin, the moose, who I'm assuming is the Mocha Moose,
Yeah.
I'm not very amused
yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
The Coffee World Moose. Yeah.
Mayor Setter, and the Coffee World mascot.
Wait, is that the same thing as the moose?
No,
Oh,
Coffee
oh,
World.
no,
Mayor
the
Setter.
pod.
Mayor Setter is the dog mayor.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the Coffee World mascot. Yes.
That's not. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah, wait, do we not have Tim?
Who's
Breaker?
Tim?
Tim
Oh,
Breaker?
Tim Breaker.
okay.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Tim
Oh,
Breaker seems.
Aquaman.
Tim Breaker is really taking his situation in stride, I have to say.
He is
doesn't seem
very
too
calm
upset.
about
I
everything.
don't like.
And wait, do we not have the old people from the Valhalla?
Oh, the
Oh, those.
Oh,
Like, we
was
have,
it
like, the-
Is Victor? Is that his
put your
name?
clothes on.
Yeah.
Oh, the
guy in
the
a towel.
sauna guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. yeah.
Old
people.
people.
Right.
Sauna guy.
I'm only gonna wear a towel. That sounds
Yeah.
comfortable.
That's a
Yeah.
Robes are good too. Yeah, moving
Just
the robes too.
just the towel.
Really? I love a
Okay.
good robe.
Okay.
So this
You're
is
annoying.
Ati the janitor and the Costello brothers, right?
Yep.
You shut.
I'm gonna say something maybe
We
controversial
also
here.
didn't put in Alex Casey. I feel like Alex Casey.
Oh yeah, that's a
Oh,
big
yeah.
mess.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe
Thomas
this is
Zane's not here
controversial,
either.
but
Oh,
yeah, Thomas Zane. I really like Alan Wake. Actually,
I mean, I
think
think
that's
he's.
a good
I think he's
character.
a likable guy for sure. I think.
He's
Hey,
complex.
I mean,
I
he's
don't
got-
think it's
Yeah.
like
Quick
the
cue
best.
here. Do we also put Sam Lake?
Well, because he plays
he
he
is-
plays Casey. Oh no, he doesn't.
But
he
he
plays
He
Sam
plays
Lake. He
himself.
plays
Yeah, he
Casey.
plays Sam Lake in it.
Yeah,
No,
Yeah,
he
he
plays
plays like
like-
the
he
actor.
pops in as
Oh,
himself.
yeah.
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 Sure.
Okay. Cool.
Just juicing
All right.
Sam.
All right,
Versus in
back to
K-Babies,
Alan
Alex
Wake.
Casey. Got
So
it.
the winner is So we got Alan Wake.
Well, it's obviously
so-
Adi, right? Like, I mean,
Adi,
this is
yeah.
a fun exercise.
He's a
for
singer.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Like
is a fun
singer.
exercise, but it is without a doubt a lock.
Yeah,
I
like
think-
he's
Yes.
always saying
Yeah.
such ridiculous shit, like the
He's the
cooks
best.
in the kitchen. Though, you know, you're just
I-
like, all right, whatever,
was
let's
that?
go.
The coke is in the kitchen.
No, he talks about like cooks in kitchens and
Yeah, he's like,
you
take
catch
it behind the
snakes
sauna with
all-
an axe.
Yeah, it's like I don't care what you're saying, Adi. You're fucking fantastic.
I also
And-
It's
love-
kind of a repeat act though, because this is the character from
No,
Control.
no,
He did
no.
the same stuff, right?
No, he doesn't do this. He's like,
I mean-
way more involved in this.
Yeah, but that
Yeah.
doesn't
Yes.
have to do with him being best character now. This is not
Yeah,
best
it
music.
has-
yeah, this
Yeah,
is the
this
big-
isn't a
he is
debut.
one of the best Alan Wake.
Yeah, Alan Wake's
This
been
isn't-
around before too, and Alan Wake 1 famously.
This isn't a debut, right?
All right.
And Fortnite.
Oh, and Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Yes, that's
for
right.
Fortnite. You can shoot solid snakes.
I love that you then delivered that with such anger. I've never.
That's awesome.
I really get it, Dan.
I also
Penny's
love
mad
that
at you.
Ati
Oh.
has a poster of himself in his own
Yes.
janitorial closet.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is
Yeah.
such
Mark
a
for
power
himself.
move.
Love it.
But I think it's all
He just-
earnest, you know? It's like, oh, I have
He just says like amazing stuff. Like I
He's-
just love everything he says.
Like the more you think about Ati, the more cool he is. He's a realm traveling janitor. That
Every
loves
time-
listening to music.
every single time I saw him and he popped up, I got a kick out of me. Like,
Yeah, I
when
just
you-
wanted to
Yeah.
hang out with him. Yeah.
when I was first going through like the studio and then I heard humming, I'm like, wait a minute. Is that? No, is it?
Nah, it couldn't be.
Could it be this? And then I bust through the door. It's like, and it's like, all right, this motherfucker,
What
I
was
feel
that?
at home.
Can
you
we
guys
cut
think-
Alan himself? Because I feel like he just has that
Yeah.
one mode. It was like, like it's just
I
that the whole
identify
fucking
with
game.
that.
Like, what's happening?
Well,
That's Alan Wake.
That's how I would react if I was suddenly in hell. Turns out hell is
There's
real,
other
and
characters
I
that
live
have
there.
He's
Characters
not
have different
chronically-
modes and
he's not
emotions.
chronically like
The whole fucking
disheveled.
or like furiously writing. Like it's
Those are
Yeah,
those
he's
are
going
funny.
crazy.
It is funny
Not
that
into him.
like the whole thing the like there's plenty to make fun of about Alan Wake. I think it's ripe for the picking. But I just love the whole like I'm panic writing. Like I
Yeah.
just think that is such an
He is
insane
panic
idea.
why am I on this talk show? Oh,
No, that's
You love
fine. I
talk
think all that's
shows.
fine. I think
Can I
it's
just-
it's the writing where like imagine having to write a novel with like a gun to your head. It's just like what?
yeah. and then the cult did this, and yeah.
I'm sorry. He's not like Saga, who's just too cool to be scared finding out that ghosts are real and that
dude,
they want to kill her. She doesn't
Saga's
care.
whole attitude, I guess when you finish the game, you can maybe make the case for like why Saga acted the way Saga did, but I mean, I don't know. I do think she is unaffected in a way that is like very troubling.
Chef Grunt.
throughout
You
the
have
whole
your
game.
hand up.
Yeah. So has everyone here beaten Alan Wake 2 except for me?
Yes.
I've beaten it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's my question. I've heard that Alan Wake's arc of like learning that he's a bad writer is very interesting and powerful. Is that true? Does that apply? Does that make Alan Wake stay on the list?
Yeah, I don't really know where that's
I
coming from.
didn't
It's
catch
not
that
like he
at
has
all.
some sort of realization. I don't even think he's a bad writer. So I
It's
don't know
not
why
part
that
of
was
the-
going
it's not
around
part
on
of
social
this,
media.
yeah.
No, yeah, that's people like reading between the lines and being like trying to find something more
Right.
there. I bet, but like it's good. It's
I'll
open to
shut the fuck up then.
interpretation a bit. Like you can interpret it that way because broadly speaking, it's about like
Creativity.
how creativity and
pain-
like
it does-
imposter
he does seem like
syndrome
he's
and that kind
pained
of stuff.
To like be creative again. Like it does seem like a
Yeah,
difficult
yeah,
process
and the whole
for
like
him.
bad writer thing is like I don't know where that's coming from. He's like very
neither.
much inspired by Stephen King, and I don't know anyone leveling the
It's
claim
post-
that Stephen King is a bad writer. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
He just
entertain
writes
that
too
at all.
much.
Yeah,
He does.
I feel like he's like his whole thing here is like he's chaotically panic writing to try and fix what's going on around him, and he's struggling his way through it in a lot of ways. But yeah, the arc isn't specifically that.
Let's keep Alan then. I think there's people at the bottom of this list we can cut.
Yeah, I think yeah.
I
I mean, here's the thing though, right? If Alan stays, then like how do the brothers or you know?
Well, they're obviously doing well. They already were in another category, right? Like
Oh,
obviously like
they'll
that.
feel good about that then, I guess.
We could add an S to character and get them both in there.
that's thinking, Dan. That's thinking.
And I really like Mr. Door too, man.
Yeah, I like him a lot.
I really enjoy what is implied with Mr. Door.
Yeah, that's the thing.
What's the implication?
That he's Saga's dad.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah,
Mhm.
he's
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
Saga's dad, and he also is maybe has some multiverse powers, and that's
Yeah.
why he
Yeah.
probably
'Cause-
is that character from Quantum Break.
Because remember
Yeah.
that bit, Dan, where he's like, "You fucking got my family involved in this."
Oh, I don't remember. I just remember at the end he was in like the speaking parts in her head, and I was like, "Why is he here? He's a talk show
So
host." Okay.
he's constantly like insinuating that Alan wrote his daughter into the story.
Oh,
He took
And-
Odin's eye.
Yeah.
So like they're talking about how Odin
Jesus.
like didn't like Saga's father, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's why.
And then they talk about how through Saga's mother's side is how she gained access to the mind place, but then through Mr. Door she's able to navigate it.
Yeah.
I think we keep Mr. Door for now.
Yeah, keep him in. Keep him in.
Good
I feel
character.
like he's a good character conceptually, but there's not enough substance to him right now to make him take a position over pretty much everyone else.
He sings
Other than
really
the-
well though.
The gimmick
Yeah.
character.
the facial
Yeah,
expressions, like he's really just cheesing it up when he's like pointing and we sing and all that. Like
I do
just,
like
Yeah.
this. Like I do like that he's kind of there to almost be a setup character, and you'll even get the impression when you're playing the game, you know that this character's mystery is not getting settled here.
Yeah.
We're kind of setting things up for Control 2.
He's
or
going to
Alan
be
Wake
in
3 or
control
whatever.
too, causing problems.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we're talking about
Um,
facial expressions, how do we feel about Rose?
I love
Maybe
Oh,
maybe the
love
most
Rose.
facial
Mhm.
expressions.
Too
Yeah.
much facial expressioning, right? I mean,
both
And I
like
loved
Diner
it.
version and Valhalla version. I thought it was just such an interesting character.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
she's
an Alan Wake
great.
1 character, which is cool, like that she came back prominently.
she's great. I just don't know if it's as strong.
Okay.
I like-
Okay.
but
That's look. I think it's a testament to the cast here, right? Like,
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
It is a
You know?
very good cast of the year. Even over like Baldur's Gate 3, which is saying a lot.
Oh. Okay. Thomas Zane.
Eh.
I needed a bit more.
Yeah.
he reminded me of
Me.
of you, Jen.
No, he reminded me of myself.
No. I don't, there's he's some British like washed up rock star kind of vibe, you know.
Oh, like what's that guy who got canceled? He had a talk show and he was in Get Him to
Russell
the Greek.
Brand.
It
Oh,
reminds me of
Russell Brand.
He has Russell Brand
Yeah.
energy.
Oh,
No, he
yeah.
wouldn't.
Yeah.
Thomas Zane is better than Russell Brand.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
No,
Sure.
Russell Brand's the guy who plays Russell Brand's dad in Get Him to the Greek.
Oh, from Star Trek, call Meanie.
Okay. All right. Well,
He reminded me of Battlestar Galactica. Remember debaucherous guy Baltar?
Yes.
Same energy.
okay. We keeping Thomas Zane for now then?
No.
No, we're
No,
cutting.
you could lose him.
Nah.
And I
Okay.
think you could lose Lake and Casey.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh,
I do.
wait,
I do.
sure,
If
whatever,
we're-
haha.
if-
But Casey's cool.
If we're trying to narrow it down to 3,
Yeah.
like we got work to do, friends. We are like at 15
Let's
here.
cut the moose. The moose doesn't really do
Okay.
anything.
Yeah,
Just
I
cut
feel
the-
like-
Coffee World
cut the mascot. The
Fine,
mascot's
okay.
a fun looking
Cut the
mascot.
mayor.
but
Yeah.
let's
I was
cut it,
gonna
yeah.
reveal my tattoo of the Coffee World
Cut-
mascot.
Hey, hey,
It'd be a good,
Iceman.
good tattoo. Yeah.
Old
surprise.
people can go.
Old
Dude,
people.
I mean,
I-
I feel like Tim could go.
Yeah.
Tim
Yeah.
could go.
I
It
love
was
his
a
little
fun
humming,
surprise.
though, but
It's a fun
yeah.
surprise, especially
Fun
when
surprise.
it's like, why are you so calm here?
Yeah.
What
Hey,
is
he's
the
the
surprise with him?
Iceman.
I gotta
Yeah.
say, he didn't make any progress either in his little fucking whiteboard.
I think that is we're gonna see a lot more of him.
What is?
Oh.
Sorry, what was the thing with Tim Burton? Wasn't he just a cop that was around?
Because he's
He's a dude
No,
from
got-
Quantum Break.
He's from
But-
Quantum Break.
Oh, it's the same character as Quantum Break.
It's
it's the same
implied
actor.
maybe
Actor, but it's like
And-
yeah.
the name Tim
Okay.
Breaker, Quantum Break.
Oh shit! Oh,
I
Yeah.
lost,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
lost my
Breaker.
shit. I lost
But
my
also-
shit when I put that together.
I
Yeah, he's
see.
Sarah
Breaker was like
Breakers.
the sheriff in the first
Yeah.
game and of
Okay.
Alan Wake and yeah, it's all thing.
Yeah. It's cute to have a surprise dog. Silent Hill 2 did that better though. Whatever.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, Mayor.
Okay, what about these two old people, Thor and Odin?
I mean, I
I
like
didn't,
them
I
fine.
didn't love them.
They're fine.
They're
but-
They're not going to make it on
right.
top 3.
No.
I like their
Okay.
singing.
Oh, what?
Oh.
Oh, Grub's having internet issues, so he's popped off for a second.
Okay.
Oh, fine.
This is okay.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Well, this looks like this now.
I'll figure this out. Keep talking.
Yeah.
I love this.
I do like Rose. I like Rose more than I like Sam like a real person. That's not true. But like in the game, Sam Lake plays it himself only for a little bit when he is on the talk show, and it's funny to see him mean.
Yeah.
Like, it's cute.
Yeah, Sam
He's
is
not a
there.
no one
substantial character in
dislikes
the
Sam
game.
Lake.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
We all
the
love
most
Sam Lake.
universally
We all love Sam
beloved
Lake.
person, right? So that's enough.
I see. I
That's
felt
enough.
Like, what else do you want?
every time I'd see Sam before, I'd be super calm. Now I'm scared that I'm gonna like freak out too
Fan
much.
out.
Like, fan out too much when I
Yeah.
see him next time, which is a high likelihood because of the Game Awards.
Sam Lake
Sure.
loves
Yeah.
being Sam Lake, and as Mike Minotti who loves being Mike Minotti, I appreciate that.
Yeah, you know, I was getting tired of like the pomp hairstyle, and partially for my motivations for shaving my head. But Sam makes me want to go back. Makes me want to grow my hair back.
It makes sense. I get it.
Yeah.
Beautiful head hair.
So can someone cut Sam Lake for me?
Because you can't, you
Yes.
physically can't do it.
Done.
I'm moving.
He only
stuff
has so
around,
many
that's
arms.
why.
Oh right.
Do we
He's so upset he can't do it.
we want to cut both of the protagonists? Like they're both good. I think they're both good
I-
protagonists. I don't think either of them are the best characters in the game.
Yeah.
I personally agree. I think Saga,
I think, yeah.
like fun playing as like we can lose her.
I love both of them, but if you stack them up as characters compared to, my vote is like Artie, Ilmo, and Yako. Even though I love Rose and I love Mr. Door.
I'd say
characters?
Ati, the Coskellas, and Mr. Door.
I agree with Dan.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do
That's the
that.
first time I've ever said that, but it's true. I agree with Dan. That's my final three.
I would take
Get that on the soundboard.
I'm not against that, but I feel like Alex Casey has more to give than Mr. Door.
I agree, actually. Yeah, I think Alex Casey's.
Yeah,
really
I feel like we're really like underselling
it.
how good his performance is. He's like a main character in that thing. He's a thread. Whereas Mr. Door is like pops in and out. He does that dance in We Sing.
Substantially
He's
present.
fun, but like Alex Casey doing the hamming up the noir detective thing.
Sure,
and
listen.
then like losing his mind towards the end, and I feel like
His-
that's a way more compelling character arc.
It's fair. But I think puts Door over the top is his scene performance, the caliber of it when he first interviews Alan, and he's just like playing it so well. He's a better actor, straight up. But also, a phenomenal execution of that scene where he is basically leading Alan along, and Alan's just like, huh? I'm a writer? What? My book's done? And him being like, oh no, you're so brilliant and smart. Like that whole scene for me puts him over the top for me.
So we feel comfortable cutting Alan and Saga, correct?
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Alex is just there's so much going on with that character.
Yeah,
right?
I
Because
feel like
it's the
this-
same name as the character that Alan Wake has written about. It's also clearly a stand-in for Max Payne in a lot of ways.
Mhm.
This character exists in the dark place and in the real world, right? There's just so much going on there.
Every time I saw that line up the black and white thing, I was so excited. I was like, oh yeah, we're getting Alex moment.
Yeah,
here.
I mean that's also what's his face?
Boom.
James
I mean,
Cameron?
it does. We're talking about the character, so it doesn't matter. It's not the actor, right? But
yeah, James McCaffrey like nails that performance so
Totally,
well.
totally.
And like even like the Sam Lake stuff is pretty cool. Like the acting, his acting is surprisingly really good for someone who's not a trained actor, really. I like Mr. Door, but I feel like Alex Casey's got like way more substance
Way
and
more.
texture to it. Way, like significantly more.
Here's what about this? What about we cut Mr. Door and Alex Casey and keep Rose on?
I
do like Rose's fan art.
Like Rose.
I do love her doesn't she writes what the
Fan
hell's
fiction.
the fanfic,
Slash fiction?
Yeah.
Slash, is that what that's
No.
called? What's
No,
slash?
slash is gay fanfiction.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is just straight.
I
Very
love how
straight.
like
So-
I love how she's like in love with Alan Wake and that.
Yes.
The diary entries, right? Like
Yeah.
Well, she always has been. She wasn't.
Well, I like too how like she seems crazy, but is actually correct, right? Like she's getting secret messages, but even if Alan doesn't remember, like that clearly did happen because the things that she did were important and helpful.
I also feel like her just straight up being the first person to kind of shake up Saga and be like, "Hey,
Your
sucks
daughter's
that
dead,
your
right?"
kid
Yeah.
died."
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that scene in the diner is great with her.
Yeah.
I guess if we wanted to just have Door and Casey cancel out, I'd be okay with that.
Maybe they cancel each other out.
Sure.
Okay.
I like Rose.
Fantastic.
Love Rose.
Good job, Rose.
Okay.
Way to sneak in there.
Okay.
And Adi wins.
Adi wins,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Adi wins.
Okay.
Thanks, Chef.
Thanks, Jeff.
I'm here for you. Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely.
Jeff. Yes, Jeff.
Yes, Chef.
Yes,
All
Jeff.
right. Best Alan Wake character. Winning this is Ati, the janitor. Runners up, the Cascella brothers and Rose. I want to imagine what an Ati DLC would be like. It'd just be like the slowest power wash simulator.
A lot of mopping. Yeah. He's just cleaning it up.
It'd be like a
visual
Lot of
cleanup
mopping.
detail.
Make
Be
like
like
a
a-
Bayonetta Origins Soresa thing, but with Ati.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And then you could have like a Yakuza karaoke game when he's just
Mhm.
singing.
Yep.
And then he has to recharge by going to the sauna every 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Excuse me, what grub?
Sauna.
Sauna.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sauna.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh, no.
Thank you. All right. All right. All right. That's another category down. Next
All right.
category, friends, is best game you bounced off of. The nominees are Atomic Heart, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Dead Island 2, AEW Fight Forever, Sea of Stars, Spider-Man 2, Diablo 4, Overwatch 2, Remnant
Hey.
2, Assassin's Creed Mirage, Octopath Traveler 2, Lies of P, Kerbal Space Program 2, and Viewfinder.
I mean,
Wait, so the
AEW
game has to be good, like best.
This is the best game that you bounced off
And-
of. Okay, let's real
Okay.
quick. Let's qualify bounced off. That does not have to have a negative connotation here,
We
right?
started playing, we didn't finish.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yes.
that's it.
Either as a group
That's
or
it.
if an individual
Okay.
person like really liked the game and then didn't finish it. Yeah. I would say AEW is not winning this. Like there were decent ideas there and there were good
It is
intentions.
fun to play with you
It
guys.
is-
Yes.
Right. I never
it has
played.
issues. It's not gonna beat a lot of the stuff on here.
I never played a second of it, and yet I kind of like this game just from watching Dan play it. I thought it was fun to do.
It wasn't even
There are
Dan
very endearing
playing it.
elements to that game for sure. But
Oh, it was
yeah.
Jeff playing it as Dan. My mistake.
That's right.
right.
Yeah.
I
Playing
did
as
enjoy Dan
Yeah.
learning about like regional foods though.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It does
Uh,
have the Juicy Lucy in it. Only game this year had that.
you want
Right.
Juice Delicious, huh? That triangle in it.
Oh, yeah. We asked for that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh,
No,
yes.
no, I was about to ask for that, Mike. Thank you for reading my mind.
See?
He's doing his British accent again.
Yeah. Oh, is that what that
Yeah.
was?
Yeah,
Yeah, you guys are welcome.
Death Triangle.
Viewfinder is yeah, it's okay.
You get
It's
it.
okay. It never
get it.
beyond that Steam demo fest thing that we did. We're like, oh my god, this gimmick works and it's awesome. It never really got past that
Does
excitement.
not does not rise above that. I agree.
Yeah.
I think we can cut it.
Yep.
I also didn't like that I feel bad for saying this, but there was more there than there needed to be in terms
Yeah,
of
the story was
the
distracting.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Or
Let me ask
the
a question
explicit
here.
story.
As a potential lock here, how many people started Spider-Man 2, enjoyed it a lot, and didn't finish it?
Just you, Dan.
I finished
Oh, it was just me? Okay.
Yeah,
I
I
beat it.
finished it.
Okay. I played 30, 40 hours or something of it and stopped. But I think it's very good.
How did you
So-
not finish it in 30?
Because I did everything else. I did all the side shit and loved it. I was really enjoying it. And then it was just story missions left. And I was 21 out of 31 in. And I started one up and it was a Mary Jane stealth thing. And I was like, fuck this. I don't like these story missions. Like I did all the fun stuff. So yeah.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
Mary
What
Jane
about-
stuff is
They
like
got better.
I think it is much easier when you realize that she's got so much there's so much forgiveness in her stuff. You can just run
Yeah.
up on people and just be like, bzz, bzz.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but
no
I
one
also just
cares.
didn't care
Fucking
about
Magnum.
this. I just didn't care about the story either. So I was like, if that's all that's left, I don't care. So
I bet. Okay, how many people here beat Jedi Survivor? Because that's definitely one that I
bounce the hell off
I
that.
was liking it.
Bounced off.
I want to come back to it. That's definitely that for me. That's a big one.
Same. I like it a lot. I played about 5-6 hours, and I dropped off because I started playing Zelda, and I
Well,
haven't
right.
gone back.
Does that
Yes,
keep it on the
exactly,
list
Zelda.
then? So
I
you
think
because you
yes.
bounced off.
Yes,
I think
that's
yeah,
one. That's one.
I
I
think
want to.
everyone bounced off it.
I think we can easily cut Atomic Heart because
I was going to
That's
ask
not-
Jeff
that's
because
not even a great
Bakalar, I
game.
think you enjoyed this the most out of everyone.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if it's the best game I bounced off of, but it's certainly
a game.
a game that a memorable game that I bounced off of. I don't really think about it that much, but
Okay.
I did really enjoy that, and I think there's a lot. I think that game was a bit of an impressive, like technical thing for what it's worth. That game was all right. It had a lot of a really like sludgy kind of like second act that I wasn't a huge fan of, and I think that's what really got me.
You bounced off for a reason.
off.
It sounds like.
Yeah, but then I came back because when I think I played it when you guys went out to SGF, and I was home
There's
for like
nothing
a
else to
Friday,
do.
and
Oh, you
I had
played
nothing else to do.
by yourself because you missed us.
Right.
Yep.
And I was just like, let me try this. And there was this big boss battle that was like really fun. I did that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, for me personally, for 2023, that is probably the best game that I bounced off of.
Oh, well,
But
let's keep it on then.
maybe, but yeah, but one person, can't really, I guess,
It's
carry
you.
that much weight. So
Jeff
Yeah,
Blanco.
I mean, we did have it on there first for a reason because I think it's the one that came to mind. I think I tried that game, but I don't have any feelings about it really.
Go ahead. For me, I'm such a BioShock, simp that like, I just
You're a mark.
all those things.
Tam, cool it with the wrestling stuff.
I'm sorry. Everyone was talking about AEW, and I just wanted to,
Is
mark
Mark
out for a bit.
exclusive to wrestling? I don't think
No,
transcended.
That's also from Carney's.
It's a Carney
Exactly,
thing. Yep.
right,
Yep.
Yeah.
Early 1900s.
So,
My friend Mark.
So yeah, exactly, and you could also be like a Mark ass bitch too, right? So
Whoa.
what?
It's aggressive. I don't know. It just seemed kind of aggressive.
I'm sorry.
Bakalar.
Sorry, was this not a? This
Don't
not
need
a.
to,
It's not
don't
a.
need to,
not a
fucking
safe
swear about it.
Sorry.
Yeah, bring out
we had
the
a no
B-word.
cuss rule this year.
I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. So
God.
yeah, for me personally, it most certainly is. I think there is probably one or two more in that.
Hey, can I ask how everyone feels about Dead Island 2? Because that's one that is
Yeah, that was
ideal for
pretty
me for this
cool.
category.
Yeah, but here's the
Yeah.
thing: where I bounced off Dead Island 2 was like I'm kind of like I'm with you. I love that game, but I definitely got sick of it.
It ran its course, but I don't know if that should disqualify it from this category necessarily. It's just like you didn't finish it because but what you played, did you like? Because that's how I feel about
Did
it.
anybody else here not even start it? Because I didn't even start it.
I played a few hours.
I played
and
a
was
lot
like,
of it.
yeah,
Play a little bit, yeah.
We did a stream. Yeah.
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 I do kind of wish we had that category of like the game you played once with your friends and then never touched again.
Oh, sure.
I
Too
feel
many
like
to
you can
list
put
there.
some. Like,
I'm putting some of that mustard on
Yeah,
this category.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So for me, Dead Island 2 really plays here.
I think
Can
so.
we
Yeah,
cut
that makes sense.
I
Assassin's
think
Creed
I
Mirage?
think Dead Island.
Oh yeah.
Cut Mirage.
I mean, Mirage you could finish in 13 hours.
Oh, yeah, I
which
played all
did
of it,
do,
and I was
I
like,
regret it.
Tam,
Yeah.
Lucy, tell me about Overwatch 2.
Ah,
Oh,
And
man, that
Mike,
is,
you can tell me about Overwatch as well.
Yeah, I think I bounced off it before they even did.
I'm just sad, man.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
sad
Same.
about Overwatch.
This
Saddest game
it's
of the year
weird
is
because
Overwatch 2.
It's weird because it's a good game, competent in many ways, but it's just there's something about it that as like it's missing now. Like I feel like I started and I was like something's off here, and I don't know
Missing
because
goodwill.
yeah, it's missing goodwill. It's missing like the buzz. It's missing.
Yeah.
I feel like it's got a lot of baggage and.
I don't even
They-
know the names of like the last 3 heroes, which sounds. If you told 2016, 2017 me that,
Yeah.
I would think you're lying.
Is
It's
it
just
like
so-
popular and successful like widely like outside of this group?
No, it's been
it's-
falling
it's-
on harder times.
Well, I think what happened is they balanced and designed the game more for competitive esports,
Oops.
and everyone went, "We hate this shit,"
What?
and
Yeah.
now they shut that shit down.
Yeah.
and now everyone's like, "Uh oh," and like
Bring
everyone's
back goats.
now they're paying attention because they are slowly making it more fun again. So
Mm.
It's just
yeah,
so
I mean,
weird
like
with-
they made the wrong bet there, and it was a very obvious bad bet.
It's just weird with games like this that have to live forever, where when they come out, even if they have warts, like man, like Overwatch 1 was one of my favorite games in the world. That was the game I was playing every day.
Same.
And it's just so weird
Yeah.
that like I have to now like what do I think about Overwatch in general now compared to where it is now? And of course, at some point, I'm not going to play it that much anymore. I guess it's been 7 years or whatever, but it is just it's weird that when I try to go back to it, it just feels really
Yeah.
off. It doesn't.
They
feel
also
right.
they also bailed on the story mode, and
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
just like,
that was
oh,
awful.
man.
That was tough.
Yeah.
It sounds like
a
it just
bad
left
game you
a,
guys bounced off
yeah.
of. Yeah.
It sounds like
Yeah.
it left a bad taste in your mouth that it makes y'all hesitant to check out the future of Overwatch.
It's
I
weird
feel
because
like
really
I just can't
want-
scramble to get back up. You know, I feel
Yeah.
like I'm too far behind now.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's something about it where the original Overwatch you could stop playing for a few months and come back to it and still feel good playing it.
Yes.
Whereas you come back to this one and you just it feels like it because of the way it's balanced for competitive. You just
Yeah.
feel like you're just getting bullied constantly. And
Yes.
you're like, oh, okay.
Exactly.
And even like I would say like we're good Overwatch players. Even I'm playing, I'm like, this is not satisfying. Like I'm not getting the momentum's not there. I don't have a good game. You know, 1 of 3 is a good game. It's just it feels like everything's a struggle, and I feel like I'm bad because of it. Like I have a more enjoyable experience playing Counter-Strike, which is just the sweatiest of multiplayer games.
Yes.
Also, the Steam filmmaker porn isn't as good as it used to be. So
Rip.
Yeah.
So we can
All
cut
right.
Overwatch 2.
Yeah.
How
Sorry.
How many
Overwatch.
other people bounce off of Lies of P despite really enjoying it? I know
Me.
Jan beat it, but
Me very much. I played
Yeah.
that for like 10 hours and I was super into it. And then I just like kept on living my life.
same.
that
I
sounds like
really
a game for
liked
this
it.
category.
I
Yeah.
loved it. Wish
Okay.
I could finish it.
Yeah, I'm like not finished it, but I'm like I slowed down because I was enjoying it so much. Because I was like, I don't know when Shadows of the Earth Tree is coming out, so I'm taking my time with this.
Okay, so
when
we
that
keep
comes out
Lies of
soon.
P.
I think yeah. I mean, I played it at Gamescom, but I didn't do the full release.
Okay.
So
We'll keep
It
it.
rules,
oh,
man.
yeah.
It's really cool.
Did any of us play enough Remnant 2 to bounce off of?
No.
So
No.
Remnant 2 is definitely the one of those ones where it's like played it online with you guys and then never touched again. I touched it a few more times, to be fair. I really like that
Like
game.
that.
I want to go back to it still, but I don't know if it's enough to push it onto this list. But yeah, I just want to find a place for Remnant 2 in my life. That's how I feel about that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I would say the same for Octopath too. Like I feel like that's a game that I wish I had more time to play.
Mhm.
So maybe that qualifies it. I know that game is good. I can tell that game is good, and
Yeah.
like I've been talking to Michael Hyam, and he's like, it's his game of the year.
Yeah.
And every time he says
Mm.
speaks about it, I'm like, man, I wish I had spent more time playing that game. And it's like near the top of my list to be like one of the Christmas games I'm gonna sink loads of time.
Yeah, I feel bad because like the people who like this game really like it, and right when
Mhm.
I finally did start it, then like a few days later was when Sea of Stars came out and got all this buzz. So I sort of just immediately jumped ship to that, and haven't really been able to go back. And I was really skeptical because I did not really like Octopath 1
Same.
and Octopath Traveler
Mm.
2. Like I played a few hours of it, and it's still like it. Yeah, I can see it's good. It hasn't really grabbed me in that way these people who are super excited about it are, but I definitely regret not being able to spend more time with it.
I wanted to bounce off both of those games. I just didn't have enough time.
I wish I could bounce off that.
And I think
Yeah.
maybe we include Sea of Stars in that cut.
Yeah, I mean, did anyone else besides me beat Sea of Stars?
I didn't.
I
beat
bounced
it,
off
no.
of it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna hit delete here. Or
Yep.
you know what? Let's keep Sea of Stars. Let's cut Remnant 2 and Octopath 2.
Okay.
Diablo
That was-
4.
That's
Thank
interesting.
you,
Like,
Mike.
Oh
I-
yeah.
Just real
Oh.
quick, does
Go
the
on.
Spider-Man still need to be on there?
Well, I would say if we're cutting Spider-Man, we got to cut Atomic Heart too, because I think it's a similar thing where one
Yeah.
person
Yeah.
likes it and didn't finish it. You know,
think
like
it's fine.
Well, I also
because
think like
I'm leaving on the
Sp-
best game because I think Spider-Man 2 is a really good game, and I bounced off. So I think by the letter of the law, it's very much in this category. But
Okay.
I'm the
Yeah,
only
yeah.
one.
Okay.
So I would say if we cut it, we should probably cut Atomic Heart 2, since that's the same thing with Bacalar.
yeah, and my
Okay.
thinking was like a bunch of us beat it as well. So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I get the logic.
what do you
That's
consider
just fair.
bouncing off of Diablo 4? Because I beat the campaign and then played quite a bit, but there's like Diablo 4 as a campaign and then as a live service game, and that I did bounce off of.
I think
Sure.
bouncing off of like, you know, maybe not completely finishing the game, but being disappointed, like, you know, I want to circle back to that eventually.
It's like I played enough. You know. Yeah.
Yeah, I bounced off of Diablo 4. I really enjoyed what I played, but
We also had a situation where we had to play the first act multiple times
Yeah.
because of
Yeah,
and it's just
right.
like, oh.
Diablo 4 hits that same scenario that Dead Island 2 does, where I played with y'all, really enjoyed my time there, but then never came
Yeah.
back to it.
Yeah, I wasn't too interested in continuing our playthrough after that. So it's like I didn't think about Diablo 4 that much after that.
So do we cut it? Because it
I think
sounds
it's gonna
like
have a hard time here with like Dead Island
Yeah.
2 and Lies of
Yeah.
P and Star
The other
Wars.
thing is like, how many people want to go back to Diablo 4?
I can't
Like,
tell you that I do.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm not really that interested
I want when a
in
new
it.
character, like when a new class comes out, that's when I'll get back.
Yeah,
to it.
whereas-
That's like
whereas some of these-
expansion,
Some of these other games, there's at least one person who's like, I would like to go back to that.
Yeah.
for sure.
I like Halsey.
I
Sure.
do like Halsey.
Mm.
Kerbal Space Program 2.
Yeah, cut it. It's early access, but I was disappointed at how fast I bounced off of it, and that's just comes down to the game not really being complete in a more significant way than early access might imply. I know it got a recent update that I haven't checked out, but yeah, it's not going to play in this category just because of that early access stuff.
All right, Scout, calm down, please.
Oh, Scout.
Oh,
She
Scout.
has opinions.
I'm
in a new house. Woof.
I smell my neighbors. Okay, so we have 4 right now.
Well, let me do a quick test here. How many of us started Jedi Survivor?
Me.
Okay. Literally all of us? How many of us finished it? Literally none of us. Okay, well, that's the winner.
I think that's the winner.
I think so.
It's clearly a good game, too. We just all bounced.
pretty
That's the
scientific.
winner.
I played a little bit of it a couple days ago, like for the first and forever. I'm like, this game's good. Why did I stop playing this? Oh,
So,
then like
it's the
Tears of
perfect
Kingdom.
Zelda. It was
That's
all
the
Zelda.
biggest lock I've ever seen on Game
Yeah.
of the Year.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah,
And unanimous and unanimous.
That was incredible.
Yeah, that's an easy dub.
I also bounced off of it earlier this year because of like the performance on like the Steam Deck was
Yeah.
garbo.
That moment is gonna be on TikTok in a matter of minutes.
So who are the runners up here?
I think it's Dead Island 2 and Lies of P.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
'Cause I think I'm the one who likes Caesar Star the most, but I beat it, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
doesn't really work.
I don't actually hate it. I just think it's boring. Which I guess is more damning. I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds meaner somehow. I don't think you can be mean to a video game, but you proved me wrong.
Okay, best game you bounced off of. The winner, definitively,
Extremely unanimously.
with a
Yeah.
bullet. Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Shouts out to Turgle. Runners up being Dead Island 2 and Lies of P.
I mean, it's still a best category, so that's a
Yeah.
positive. It
No.
parentheses positive. Yeah.
It's
Good
still
game.
a win. I want to
Yeah.
go back
A
to
win
it
is a
now.
win.
This is
Yeah.
the game I'm most looking forward to going back to.
I
I also feel like for next year we need to adjust the naming of this category.
Sure.
Ben Starr presents best game you bounced off.
yeah, that makes more sense for sure.
Because I feel like Fell Off is more relevant.
Yeah, we
to
had
what
this
we're talking-
conversation. I
Yeah.
think Bounced Off is less pejorative.
I think Bounced Off pushes you away.
I think it just to me it implies that there's something in there, and yet for some reason I still bounced off because it's like and Fell Off
Interesting.
is just like ugh. I just
I mean,
felt
things
that.
that bounce also fall.
We should have a
After the bounce.
category called most confusing category name.
Yes,
And
English sucks, dude.
And we circle back to everything we've ever
yeah, I
talked
like
about.
that.
Yep.
What does Game of the Year actually mean?
Let me tell you, Kermit.
All right, folks.
Hey.
Another category down.
right.
We're moving at a clip here. Perhaps the most, let's say, traditional category this
Well-
year. Yes, Mike.
Did you want to do that one when I'm
I
gone?
mean,
Did you
you're
want-
gonna be gone.
Well, we only have 2 left, and we're ending with a bigger one.
we were gonna end with that one.
Hey.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
So
okay,
no,
you guys
Mike.
do what you gotta do.
Yep.
Hey.
We have best new hardware
Ooh.
nominees: PlayStation Portal, Steam Deck OLED, the PS. I'm gonna put PS5 Slim. I do enjoy the PlayStation 1 Slim. The Roger Ally, Pisver 2, MetaQuest 3, Lenovo Legion Go, and Razer Kitsune.
PS5 Slim, it's welcome to have something kind of smaller, but it's that same form factor. It's just as non-portable and non-packable as ever. And it's not like I stacked up all the Slims and PlayStations next to each other. I think we're going to do a TikTok of it, but it's crazy seeing the difference between like the PS2 and the PS2 Slim. And then like each one of them, the Slim is less slim. And this is maybe the biggest offender with that. It's still good, still welcome,
Yeah.
but it's not winning this.
Body
Or gonna be in the top
positivity,
3.
baby.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I feel like easy contenders for winners is Steam Deck OLED.
Yeah, I think it's the exact
absolutely.
opposite of what the PS5 Slim is, because it's like they're both supposed to be small upgrades, right? And yet
Yeah.
the Steam OLED is like surprisingly
Yes.
significant in
Yeah.
so many ways.
Yes.
I would also like to nominate the Roger Ally because that thing
Yep.
is incredible. Like
I love my Roger Ally.
The only thing I dislike about it, the only thing I dislike about it is the fact that it boots into Windows and it's got the Armory crate thing.
That shit sucks.
Jeff, I'm just gonna say it, Jeff. You are a Steam Deck fanboy. My goodness, I like.
I like the Lenovo Legion Go. I've been using a lot, and that uses Windows, and that also has kind of weird software, and yet it's better than the Ally in almost every way, except for it also has the problem of like they don't go to sleep. No, listen, the Steam Deck does it right. These other ones do it wrong. I mean, how is that my fault?
Don't like your face.
the problem with the Ally is like you just want it to work like your Game Boy. You just want it to work like a DS and all this stuff because that's what it's shaped like. And then it's like, no, actually, I'm still secretly a laptop. Tee-hee. And it's like, God, please just behave normal. Why can't you just be normal? I hit the button to put you to sleep, and you immediately wake up. I didn't touch anything. I swear to God, I didn't touch anything. It's just wasting battery over there. It happens to me all the time, constantly with that thing.
It's weird because
you plug it in, like you could go into Windows settings and like finagle all these things. I just shouldn't have to do that for these things.
No, I've not done any of that stuff. I've not messed with any settings. So it's weird. I use my Roger Ally as like when my Steam Deck is out of battery or when I'm in a different room, I switch to the Roger Ally because it's slightly more powerful. And like so, I play my Steam Deck and then until I'm in bed, and then I have my Roger Ally by my bedside, turn that on, play it for an hour or so, turn it off fully down, I'm not using it as like a daily driver. I'm using it as like a before bed kind of thing, and it's lighter and it's like got a little bit better battery for me, and I just really like it as almost like this is the most fucking privileged thing ever, like as a backup to this Steam Deck. Or
you did say it's your going to bed thing.
Yeah.
Going into my other room.
Yeah. It does play games better. It is more powerful, and so I have used it a lot because of that.
Okay. Maybe we.
If you want to take it off,
no. I think we can
keep it on for now.
Yeah.
I think
I'm just looking at everything else, and I'm like,
I think we can cut the PS5 Slim.
Yes,
yeah,
definitely. Cut the PSVR 2. Holy shit.
Oh yeah,
that's a thing.
Someone had to tell me I reviewed a game on that the other day.
Yeah,
I was like,
I think that's it, right? Because it's like this is the one where we had the conversations leading into it. Like, hey, it just needs to have a lot of support and a lot of software, and maybe there's a bunch of games we don't know about, and there was just nothing.
I mean, Sony literally threw it into a black hole. Like, we saw it, and then we saw it disappear. And it was like,
the headset is good. The whole like just kind of getting set up and everything around the room is very good. It's like one of the better VR headsets with that stuff. But like, how could you possibly recommend that to someone? Considering a library, there's
when
no
it
way.
Came out, the majority of the games were games that already existed.
Yes.
Or
not backwards compatible.
Yeah, and the new games were games that use mechanics that were very familiar in VR and were done in other games better. So it's just like, what is this thing, man?
Impossible to recommend.
Okay. Cutting the PSVR 2.
Who's got a MetaQuest 3?
I got the MetaQuest 3. It's good. So the hardware itself is really good. The pass-through really works. The AR gimmick it's pretty cool. Like that New Horizons demo comes with where you're in a room and all these aliens start breaking in and everything. Like it's effective. It's actually one of those good showpiece VR things. Like when my sister was in town, I was like, hey, check this out. And she was kind of blown away. So it's
good if you're like washing dishes and you want to watch like YouTube in the corner as well.
That was a private conversation we had
here.
That was a private conversation we had. All right. I thought that wouldn't make it out.
So I do think it's my favorite VR headset. My complaints about VR and my thoughts on the VR not being there yet are still present. There's not a lot of games I want to play on. Actually, now that they added that Steam VR thing though, because that Steam Link deal works on Steam VR, I'm going to play Half-Life Alyx finally. I might start this weekend. So it's pretty solid. I'm not playing it a lot, but it's good.
What? Steam VR? What happened?
Yeah, what's the deal?
It's like a Steam Link thing where it's like you can play, so you can download like the Steam VR or Steam Link app on the MetaQuest, and then anything in your Steam library you can just run off your computer and it'll wirelessly.
Oh, that's been there. That's been there for a while. Yeah.
No, they just announced it. It was like a day or two ago. They put it in Steam or Valve put out a press release. Yeah.
It might work differently now.
There have been ways to do it wirelessly.
Yeah, you have to like connect it.
Oh, yeah. You could do the link cable.
My bad.
You could do it, but
I didn't hear you say wirelessly. I connected mine.
Sure. Yeah, no, it's wirelessly now.
I got one too. Jan got one. I've really been surprised at how much it's like, oh wow, VR is cool. Because I was at a point where I'm like, VR can go in that space where I don't really think about it all that much anymore. And then I messed around with this thing, and a lot of it is the AR pass-through stuff does work really well, and it's cool to have this really high resolution video window just sitting there, and you can just watch a movie. I watched, actually, I rented a 3D version of Ghost in the Shell with Asian person Scarlett Johansson, and I watched that.
Representation matters, baby.
And it was like the IMAX format, and it was really big, and the 3D worked really well, and it was like, that was really neat, actually. Now, that's still a novelty.
Question.
Yeah.
Was that because that was the only movie available on the fucking store?
There's like 6 or 7 movies, and that's the one. Listen, the trailer got me. What do you want me to do?
Dude, that movie is
what do you want me to do?
You wanted to watch it.
He was like, he saw 3D Scarlett Johansson and did not hear anything else. That was it.
Yeah. That's right. What do you want from me? But I don't know. It's a cool novelty, and I like it a lot. I don't know.
All right. You know, Tam alluded to it. I tried washing dishes with the MetaQuest 3.
With it on, not using the MetaQuest 3 like to scrub his dishes.
No, yeah. He just couldn't get out the grease.
Because, you know, Dan had talked very highly of the pass-through. I put it on. I haven't had too much experience with VR. I'll say that having to wear glasses and put on several VR helmets in the past, dog shit.
Yeah, not fun.
This one works surprisingly well.
Good.
Maybe don't try and wash your dishes.
What happened?
What happened?
I just left some grease on a plate, and I was like, "Oh man,
you did a bad job."
Yeah.
And then maybe before that, I tried cooking with wearing the helmet.
Oh my god!
What are you doing?
Jan is trying to live the dream. He is trying to live in the year 3000 because this
Jan
would
is
be cool.
trying to escape his reality so hard.
Because I did like get up like in the middle of the movie. I'm like, I gotta go to the bathroom, and I could like make the video come with me, and I'm like, I thought about it, but I'm like, I'm not gonna go have the splashback happen and get on my new VR headset. So I did take it off, but I'm like, I thought about it.
And you know, maybe the technology isn't there for like the pass through to be like 1-for-1 or whatever, because I may have burnt some food, but it's really great.
Oh my god!
I think MetaQuest 3 stays for now. Cool. I'm not familiar with what the Razer Kitsune is.
That is
I also don't know what that is.
Really thin fighting stick without the lever, so it doesn't have a joystick. It's just buttons. Yes.
Yeah, I want to try. I want to play one, but it's too expensive to just be like, I want to try this.
They could put a picture of Cammy on it too. That's nice.
It rules. It's really, really well done. Now, you know, I've had hit and miss with Razer in terms of reliability over time, but in terms of just like out of the box functionality and being impressed, I picked it up, started playing Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, and was just like, oh my god, this feels like I can actually do the things that I always thought I was doing with a joystick, but wasn't working half the time. Yeah, now it's it's just a little bit of new muscle memory, and you're good to go. Now, it is just a hitbox at the end of the day. But they did a really good job with the build quality, at least again, out of the box. I like it a lot.
We gave it a super good review. Chaim reviewed it for us and said it was like really good, one of the best ones.
Yeah, it really is very well done.
Are we keeping it? Or are we cutting it?
Googling it.
I don't think it's gonna.
I think
let's keep.
I feel like we keep. No, I would get behind MetaQuest 3 over the Kitsune.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's going to have a hard time with the other things on here.
I know I was defending the Roger Ally, but maybe Kitsune over Roger Ally. I don't know.
I do like the sound of that personally.
I think we can cut PS Portal. I've been messing around with that this week, and it's like the build itself and the screen is solid, but like the use case thing is just like I don't really see it happening much.
So Tam, I was in the office yesterday, and Tam was like, "Do you want to like play around with it?" And I picked it up, and like. My first lizard brain reaction was to snap it over my knee. I don't know why.
She just snapped it, and I was like, "Oh my god, why did you do that?"
I didn't snap it over my knee, but I genuinely was like, "Oh, I just want to do that." Like I felt like a lemming, like wanted to just jump off a cliff or something.
It is like an irresistible, intrusive thought when it comes to that thing. I don't know what's wrong with me. I've been using it a decent amount, and like. Enjoying it in a way.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it, right?
No,
other
it's
than just
fine.
It's limited.
No, but like I was like because it's weird because I had a situation a few weeks ago. I was like, I wish I had a PlayStation Portal right now while I was like playing Spider-Man for review because I was like, I want to carry on playing Spider-Man, but I need to move away from my PlayStation.
Yeah.
and do other things and socialize and be in other places. But I was like, if I had the portal, I could do that. And I found myself doing it a decent amount. Like I was sitting on the couch watching TV and like playing Yakuza at the same time, and it was like working really well. I feel like the issue it has is like your internet has to be perfect. It needs to be perfect. And if you're like doing it purely wireless, you're gonna have a rough time. Your internet needs to be like your PS5 needs to be hardwired in, and even then, like it's can be a bit shaky. And also, what you're essentially getting is like a premium experience that you can have somewhere else. You can have other devices do this, but it's just like you're doing it on a DualSense that's like weirdly shaped.
I think we should also keep Portal there for now. I'm
not advocating to keep it there, by the way. I'm just saying like I would take MetaQuest 3 over Portal as well.
Okay. The Lenovo Legion Go is a Steam Deck like. It's like Roger Ally. It is bulkier, bigger. It works a little bit like a Switch where you could take off the Joy-Con equivalents on the side. Yeah, just
not
like
that last thing.
take off its sides, and then the controllers will still work, and it has a kickstand and all that stuff. The weird thing about it is there is a mouse optical eye on the bottom of the right one, and you can attach a little disc on it, set it down, and it turns into a vertical mouse. So you could be playing basically like mouse control shooters with your little PC. So it's like it has the full suite of capabilities, and that's really neat. It is like a Swiss Army knife, though, where it doesn't do anything particularly great. It just does a lot of different things, although it does run games pretty well. It's not as powerful as the Ally, I don't think, at least not in my experience. But it's, at least equivalent to a Steam Deck and probably a little bit more powerful in some ways. It's interesting. I think that if you are someone who's like, man, I need to have my mouse, it's a very cool thing, a cool solution to that. But I don't know if I'm ready to put it on the top 3 here.
Okay, I think it's.
I think it can go.
I think we can
It can go.
Yeah, the Lenovo Legion Go can go.
2 polls.
Mike
added
Rinaldi from
something.
Giant Bomb.
Oh, yes.
I have to bounce for a bit, guys. I don't know if I'll.
Mike can go.
I can go. But yes, I've left a note on the one thing in the
don't worry.
last category I feel
Don't
strongly about. Hopefully, I'm back to put some words to it, but I don't know. But otherwise,
Okay.
you're all doing fantastic
We can
work.
take
I believe
another
in
break
you.
after the new hardware and kind of.
Yeah, that would be great.
Cool.
All right. Thank you for keeping your face around, Mike. I'm just going to stare at it
Thank you for your
constantly.
service.
I wanted to bring up something that was a joy for me to see, and it was Tam's Ghost Gimbal.
Fuck. Dude, I was using it the other day, and it's still fucking haunted. I don't understand what is going on with it.
You have a haunted gimbal? What's happening?
Haunted gimbal, man.
I have literally got a haunted gimbal. Like
Like it just tries to like balance with nothing there. Like
no, like I'm using it, and suddenly it's like I'm just gonna do a spin, and it would
Is
just
it one
spin
of the
around
phone
for a
ones?
bit.
Upside down.
The
Yeah.
phone one that attaches. Yeah, that
Yeah.
happened with mine. I did a thing with Leo Beta recently, and I did it with his. I think they might just not be great.
It's so
No,
weird.
but like Jan has one, and like he's nailing it. I'm using it, and it's like woo.
I'm very balanced. What can I say? I
Human gimbal.
I have a slight squat. I've actually been
Detective
called that
Jan
before.
Gimbal.
I've actually been called that before, Lucy. At the AV place I used to work at, no one could fucking balance a gimbal, and I had to do it for every single person. Anyway, we can cut Tam's Ghost Gimbal because it's haunted.
Yeah.
It's very
Marino
haunted.
says, what about the DualSense Edge?
It's good.
That was this year, right?
I actually I like the
don't-
paddles a lot better than I like them on the Xbox Elite controller. I like just
The
having the
battery
two
sucks
kind of
on it.
more. Yeah, the battery's really bad.
That's the
I
problem.
Like swapping between the profiles on the fly is really easy. I do like that. I like the overall better build feel to it.
it's definitely bulky. I also find myself like accidentally hitting those shortcut buttons too often.
No.
Oh, I do
on the
too.
phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where it does the pop up thing.
I
yeah.
haven't even touched one. So
The
I
issue,
don't know.
the other issue is like ergonomically. If your hand, like I know Lucy has this problem, I have this problem. Kurt, who we work with, has this problem. If the ergonomics of the existing DualSense like tire your hand out, and like because they make our hands hurt a bit when we use it.
Yeah.
The Edge still does that, and that's kind of annoying. The battery's not good. Like I wish it had
Mhm.
more juice in it. Having said that, I use it still a decent amount. I use it in Spider-Man a bunch. I use it in Lies of P. I use it in Armored Core, and
I used it in
works
RE4
really
remake.
well. Yeah. It's like really. It feels like a good balance between functional and not overly complicated. If you know what I mean. I feel like the Elite, I think 2 is one of the best controllers ever made, but it's also a nightmare to like. You go into the software and you're like, what the fuck is this? Like, why am I getting telemetry data? It's an ISO. It's confusing. Whereas this is like, just assign this, hit this button, and move around, and you're good. And like, I really like how the ease of use on it is. It's just the battery and the ergonomics are still bad.
Yep.
Sounds like we have a 3 here with the Steam Deck OLED, the Roger Ally, and the MetaQuest 3.
Can I get the Kitsune over the Ally?
I'm willing to give up the Roger.
Okay,
I would like the fact that I want one because I've heard enough good things about it says a lot.
Yeah.
I too would like one.
The thing with the Roger
Razer.
Ally, I've never used it, but I have friends who really, really like it. But I also feel like it's so demonstrative of like an opportunity to like really get in now that a bit of like that category has been fleshed out a little bit and some of that dust is settled. Like, it seems prime time for someone to like really slot in and learn from everyone's sort of shortcomings in that thing. So whoever you are out there, make the right fucking one. Make it easy to play EGS games on the go.
I mean, Ally does do that.
But like you talked me out of getting one, I feel like.
Listen,
doesn't the Steam Deck do EGS as well?
You
You
can
do Proton stuff.
It's not like I did that and I actively hated every waking moment of it.
It's a rough experience. Yes, I agree. Listen, the problem is always going to be that the software is going to be the hard thing to pull off. Of like, how do you put a layer over on top of Windows that makes it feel more like a good handheld? And the reality is, you're just going to have to wait for Microsoft to make a handheld version of Windows, which they claim that they're doing. And then how good are they going to be at that? I don't have a lot of faith in it being decent. So we'll see. Ally is. I'm harsh on it. It makes us a lot of sense for a lot of people. I find it a very frustrating thing to use a lot of the time.
Sounds like we're cutting it then.
Let's do the Razer Kitsune instead because that thing is really fabulous.
Roger.
Kitsune is a cool word too.
Oh yes, definitely. So PlayStation Portal, DualSense Edge. We feel safe cutting.
Yes.
I mean, I'm going to use the Edge a lot more than I use the Portal.
Yes.
Okay. Still, all that being said, I still kind of want a Portal.
Yeah, I'm still gonna get one.
Jan, there's one in the office that you can probably borrow for extended periods of time.
Okie dokie. All right.
So we have on my desk. Enjoy.
Fantastic. We have our 3 here: the Steam Deck OLED, the MetaQuest 3, and the Razer Kitsune.
It's got to be OLED, right?
I think so.
Oh yeah, the OLED is
It's such a game changer. I left at a point with Dan like really like kicking rocks and just saying drat of like, man, how come they couldn't give me an extra one, huh?
They're real. Like, honestly, the screen itself is so good, but some of those little bonuses, like, the battery is a very significant upgrade. The case for me, I can't. I like to pack light, but there's a lot of times I'm working on like a Switch and a Steam game, and I would like to take both. But back when it was 2 big bulky cases, I just never did that. Now I just took a Thanksgiving trip with both of them, and it was no problem at all. Like, I love that new case. Like
the small things, even like the faster response time, the input lag is lower, and so it's like every game is going to benefit from that. And the haptics being better, so typing on the screen feels a lot better. Like they just every little thing got tweaked and improved, and it's really impressive.
We also got the cosign from Turbo Sean.
Hell yeah. I also feel like
Sean didn't love the original Steam Deck either, so that's
I was just gonna say, like, I also feel like it exists really well alongside the original Steam Deck.
Yes,
like it doesn't like outdate it in any meaningful way. Like I people who want to get an OLED, I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, do it if you've got it. But like I still feel like if I would recommend the original Steam Deck now.
Yeah, of course.
There's a lot.
So
to
the
be
button's
said for
orange.
That.
Yep.
Yeah. Also, the weight of it, I don't want to say significantly lighter, but moderately lighter.
Runs cooler. Yep.
Oh, yeah. Runs cooler.
Yeah. It's
all right.
It's really fucking good.
Have you seen the custom boots that Game Studios
are making
for it?
But hang on, I'll do my Hades one.
The Hades one is so good.
Let's see.
Let's see. I might have. I just started up. Hang on, give me a second.
Yeah.
Audio listeners,
got, like,
I'm
the
sorry.
lightning. Yeah. So.
That's really neat.
Yeah, so like developers are making custom boot sequences for it, and some of them
from Steam into their game, or
So
no
you could-
into this. Yeah,
You
Like-
could always, there was like a Reddit subreddit that like had like custom boot screens that you could
Got
load
it,
in
got
yourself. But now Steam has a customization option built in where you can go to like not their real store, their point store, and use your Steam points, whatever the fuck
Oh
those
my
things
god,
are.
I can finally get rid of those.
Yes, you could finally use those, and you could buy these ones like a Hades themed boot screen. Let's see if it's going to work this time.
So
I
booting
want to say
from
I
sleep.
have not tried this. How do I have to
It's
do
really
something?
cool.
Like I have to go buy them from the store?
Just go to
Yeah.
go to the customization option in the settings, and you'll get it there. Oh, no, still not
no.
going to do it. Never mind.
It was great.
It's shy.
Well, I started up before we started talking about this, and now it's like you don't want me to play that stupid thing again, do you?
Yeah, you
You
just
want to
saw
play
it,
your
huh?
game. So yeah, okay. If I can get it to work, I'll show it off.
Is it like just an animation or a video or?
yeah, it's a whole
It's
it's a
just
whole little
okay.
animation.
Instead of like Steam Deck when you
Yeah,
start
yeah.
it, like that little thing, they replace it with a different video.
Okay. Cool.
It's a character throwing a lightning bolt from Hades, and
Yeah.
I think it is. Is it Hades? No, I don't know who it is.
Yeah, I think so.
It might be
Zeus
Zagreus or something like that.
Oh, I've
and
seen
it, like-
and I've seen
and then it-
Blessings Pornhub one, which is pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, that's a custom one that Blessing made for himself.
Yeah, he needed
Yeah.
that.
Man's got problems.
All right, best new hardware. We got winning the Steam Deck OLED. Runners up, the MetaQuest 3 and the Razer Kitsune. Really want to play with the Razer
Yay.
Kitsune. Just, throwing that out
Yeah.
there. All right.
I'll bring
That-
it again.
Okay. All right. I think we got to take another quick bricky break, but we'll be back with the last category. Is that it?
Today.
Of
For
today. Of today.
One.
Of today.
The day,
Yeah.
just the day,
Of today.
folks.
We
just
got.
the day.
We still got 7 more in our pocket and a couple more in our back pocket for.
Plenty.
It would be really, really suspicious if we did all of them today and then had a live show next week.
Yeah.
All right.
Good point.
We'll be
Good
back
point.
after a quick break.
Can't eat or sleep another night, 'cause I got neon in my vision, a heartbeat out of time. Take me
search me. I'll give it all up just to be with you. I'm so happy, now you got me. I'll surrender all my love to you. Don't you see what you're doing to me? I'm in love and I can't break free. Now I'm begging with you, baby. Please don't leave me hanging. Oh, oh, oh. It's a lockdown, baby. You drive me crazy. Ain't no escaping. Your love has got me doing time. You're my
And we are back with the last category of today, which is... Oh, I thought someone was revving their engine real quick. Best game mechanic. Mike Minotti, if you're watching the video right now, he's ready to celebrate Game of the Year right now.
Oh,
Congrats.
He's got a glass of champions right there.
Bon voyage.
Oh, dang it. You got this great picture set up, too.
Oh, okay. You're shoot back. Never mind. Okay.
I'm actually
man,
back. I'm afraid. Sorry.
Oh,
Nice.
my
I mean,
God.
that looks great.
We did that
Thank you for
break
your
for you,
efforts.
Mike.
Timing impeccable.
What won best Steam Deck? Imagine that. All right.
Do you disagree?
No.
He just likes being a stinker.
I just
Oh,
like
okay, I
giving
see.
Jeff shit.
He's our own little stinker. All right. Final category of day one of Giant Bomb's Game of the Year, the Real Game Awards. The Real Game of the Year Awards is Ultra Hand from Tears of the Kingdom, Lightning Dash, Spider-Man 2, as well as Flying, Online Multiplayer in Super Mario Bros. Wonder, The Wonder Flower, Boosting Your Flashlight, and The Mind Place in Alan Wake 2, Ochi in Pikmin 4, Drive System in Street Fighter 6, Quick Save Shadow Gambit, Hitman Freelancer stuff, I'm assuming in Hitman, Solving Crimes, Shadow of the Doubt, Knife Pairing from Resident Evil 4 Remake, Mike's pick, by the way.
Yeah, I put that there in case I wasn't here. I'll go and delete that.
Beating
Oh, it's not your pick anymore?
No, it's my pick. But I don't need a big, bold blue thing next to it anymore, just in case you didn't know.
I don't feel good about saying this, but beating to the beat in Hi-Fi Rush,
Hell yeah.
That's a whole
Disgusting.
genre.
Flying... We don't... Okay. Flying Arches of Humans in Humanity, Rolling Die, Baldur's Gate 3, Worlds Within Worlds, Cocoon, Climbing in Jusant, Canceling Enemy Attacks, Sea of Stars. Hefty category, folks.
It's a good category.
Good cat.
I think we
Good
can.
cat.
I think we can start by cutting Ultra Hand.
I knew you were
What?
going
What? No, you fucking don't. No, you fucking don't.
Dude, your delivery on that, Tam, is just like
I
surgical.
also
precision,
knew it
like
was coming, yet it was
perfection.
still very good. Yeah.
Very good. Good job. Points.
I think we can cut the Mind Place. I think that was something that showed a lot of promise. I thought that was a really cool idea at the beginning. I was like, oh, I can't wait to be like kind of solving mysteries in this way and like kind of, piecing together the story, like, physically like in the game. And then I think it just wound up being just kind of like a glorified checklist or journal
hint
of
system.
It's like a
quests,
hint system. Now,
Yeah,
there
yeah.
is a payoff. I agree with you, Dan, in some ways that I wish it was gameplay more important. It does pay off towards the end of the game and really
does.
satisfying.
And I would even.
Yeah.
What are you? I mean, we
piggyback
can spoil
on-
it. What are you referring to?
I'd
Wait,
piggyback
like-
on top of that. Well, don't.
No,
I know.
spoil it. I need
Sure.
to know.
No, we're spoiling. It's Game of the Year.
Well, here's the thing. Until Mike spoils it, I will not. I will say what I think. I think it fits in perfectly before he spoils this. Is that the Mind Place is also this amazing like refresher from a narrative perspective, where you're just like
Yeah, I do appreciate that.
constantly
Yeah.
going over the cliff notes to this game, because no one plays this game front to back and is like, well, I understood everything. Of course not. If you did, you're lying. You read something, you
Skill
heard something
issue.
else, right? You did a
Yeah,
whole
it sounds
thing.
like a verbal skill issue.
Sure, yeah. It's like I watched Inception and understood it front to back. Like, no, you didn't.
I watched
you,
Tenet
You
and
talked
loved
about it with
it.
people.
Wait, hang on. So you didn't understand Inception?
Well,
Inception
I'm talking
is
about like
very
the
easy
nitty-gritty.
to
Even I
do
understood
not.
Inception.
We do
Backlash.
not
Bad
have time for
example.
this. We do not
Bad
have time
example.
for this.
That's
Right, we
where the
don't.
rabble really
It's like
started.
no
Yeah,
one's-
Tenet was the better one. That was
Sure.
definitely
That's what I meant to say.
What the fuck is going on?
No. We're not doing this.
For being confusing.
We are not doing this.
Crazy.
Oh,
It's so
okay, okay,
crazy
Okay,
how, like,
we're not doing this. Mike,
God.
go spoil
But
the
it's
Mind
also
Place,
better.
please.
vultures.
It actually is better.
So yeah, the Mind Place pays off when Saga has her kind of breakdown and is stuck in there, and then you are actually you're like surrounded by all these negative thoughts, and you can only break through when you find the positive ones that kind of
Like
prove
Psychonauts?
those negative thoughts wrong. Yeah, like that. Now I might like, at least gameplay wise, Alan Wake's writing room more, just because there is actually a mechanic there where you switch the scene and the world does change, right? Whereas with Saga's stuff, I did realize eventually I don't actually have to do that stuff. That it really is a hint system. There's a few times where it is mandatory to progress things along, but a lot of times
Yeah.
you kind of
Yeah,
I
I
agree.
think-
Like rewrite reality is way cooler than
Totally.
Mind Place.
I don't think that completely like disregards. I feel like the mind place is really cool. Like as,
yeah.
an,
Cool
as
pause
an
button
idea
for sure.
and
Like,
execution. Like I think there's other things on here that are like much less interesting than the mind place.
Yeah,
Like
no,
even
I-
as a reinforcement tool, I think
Yeah,
it's really
that's where
clever.
I think exactly what
Yeah,
I
and also
I like
it
that a
does
lot.
have like the idea of you have a conversation, it brings up all this thing, and then you are kind of cementing that knowledge by putting it in the right category. And there's times where you're like, wait, which category does this fit into? Because it could be this, but it could be that. So it's not like as easy as buttoning through it all. You do have to move around and think about it a little bit. I feel like it's a really interesting. I've never seen
It's a
anything
good way to
like
keep
it
you
before.
Very
engaged with the
fresh.
story. Yes.
Yeah.
very
yeah.
fresh.
Okay,
And
let's keep it.
I think there's parts of it too, right? Like it also like execution wise, it's not 100%, right? Because you do find yourself, or at least I found myself with situations where I just kind of like a stack of papers where I'm just like, oh fuck, I didn't shuffle or categorize any of this stuff, and then you just like dump out like 17 pages all at once, and you're like, oh wow, okay. So I think like if there was a better, spinning of that plate, and a more forcing you to do it more frequently.
They also make it a little more worthwhile by like elaborating on things that you experience in the real world.
Totally,
Like,
that's
for
why I think-
example, like you get a little audio clip of like Alan having a
100%.
breakdown, and then you go in there to listen to the extended version.
I
and the
understood the
profiling
story.
stuff was really cool.
Yes. And I understood the story way better because of that. The mind place helped me understand the story of Alan Wake 2 in a way that no game has like really sat me down and said, look, Jeff, this is what happened, and I appreciate that.
Well, I want to let all of y'all know you occupy a space in my mind place. You all have fun
Thank
chairs.
you.
Thanks,
Where's
Jen.
that mind place? Because it kind of looks like you're in one now.
It's all just bright light.
So, before I forget, not moving away from Alan Wake, but Stein McAwesome said active time lore from Final Fantasy 16.
Oh, that's a
was
good
pretty
one.
That was
Yeah, let's add that to
fucking
the
rad.
list, actually.
Yeah. I don't have edit access, otherwise I would have put it on.
For a game with a lot of proper
What?
nouns, that was a big help.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 6, is it? There we go.
Sorry.
There it is.
Um,
Hey, can we stay on Alan Wake for a second?
Yeah, it's
actually?
Alan
yeah,
Wake.
can we
yes.
'Cause
remove?
Yeah,
Yeah, boost your flashlight is kind of mid.
I think I actually like the flashlight mechanics in Alan Wake 1 more than the weird kind of boost thing you do in this one. It always, because like you boost and it's for a set period of time, and you're like, okay, well, I didn't quite break the shadow armor that time, so I had to use a whole nother boost. where
I wish
really
they weren't
just needed a little bit
modules.
More second of
Yeah.
them.
I wish it just drained as
100%
one whole
meter.
thing.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know why it didn't
yeah.
just drain. I don't know why it
I
wasn't.
wish
just
they
a
were
whole
flashlight
down.
pellets. You're right.
Jan,
Yeah.
Jan
Mike-
Cho at giantbomb.com, you got your hand raised.
Mike, can you boost your mic a little bit?
Okay, Jan.
You
I
sounded
know.
a little quiet.
Don't get used to hearing that a lot, okay? Just
How's that, Jan? Is that better, Jan, sir?
Beautiful, 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 beautiful.
Mike, can you lower your mic a bit, please?
Yes, Tam, sir.
Mike, can you grow up?
Turn your camera off, please. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. Thank you, Mike. Perfect. Thank you. The best volume for you.
Really
Oh.
just sings. All right, I'm going to remove boosting.
Yeah.
Boost.
Dan, do you have any love for boosting your flashlight?
It
in Alan Wake
feels
2?
pretty good. I enjoy like the sound and everything, and the kind of the recoil and all that. It's good, but it's not. There's probably 7 better on this list.
Speed boost.
Flying arches of humans.
So
Oh, that's
humanity-
pretty
Oh,
great.
yeah.
Really
That's
fun.
pretty
Yeah,
great.
that's awesome.
Actually, I started playing this because Lucy mentioned she's like, oh, this is one you should go back to. So I did, and the feeling of getting all of these parades of human beings to behave the way that they're supposed to in this 3D space, and having like one do like this like long jump down here, and have the other one do a long jump with slow motion and a boost, so it jumps over that other one, and just seeing all of that mass of humanity actually moving in that way is super satisfying.
Okay.
It's lemmings without the,
Stupid ass
the
lemmings.
limit. Yeah, the limits.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Unlimited lemmings.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
Okay.
So good.
So chill.
I think we can cut the climbing from Jusant because
I agree.
I had
I didn't
a
play it.
decent amount of difficulty with the climbing and just like the general detection of what is climbable sometimes.
Same.
And when that is the main gimmick of the game, kind of hampers your enjoyment. That being said, go and finish Jusant though.
I feel like the climbing is. I didn't have any issues with climbing. I feel like the climbing does become a bit like tiring and monotonous. I feel like the more interesting mechanic is the ability to like create these latching points as you're climbing up something else, so you can like Yeah, and also like the stamina regain system, which is like you can be very strategic in with the jumps that you make because it drains like your perma stamina a bit more, and like I feel like that's the more interesting part of Jusant. So, but even then, I don't think those things hang on this list.
I agree.
Yeah, you just hang in Jusant though.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't put the chance of Sonar puzzles on here, by the way. Someone mentioned.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, did I not? I meant to put learning languages in chances
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
that
is-
might take the
Should
whole
we-
thing.
Should we have just like boosting in Armored Core 6, by the way? We don't have anything Armored Core 6 here. Just boosting? I don't know.
Or like the lock on,
No, the lock-on's fine, but I don't know. The boosting is what I think of.
like the
first.
L3 boosting, or
Yeah,
the
like
like
a-
square boosting.
Well, they're both good. So if we say boosting, it's like
Encompassing boosting. Okay.
just boosting.
It's like adding an
Put it
S
on
to
there.
something.
Not booster from Super Mario RPG. Boosting from
Although
Mario
he
Kart
is
6.
one of the
Oh.
best things of the year for sure.
If we talk about stuff for the list, do you think rolling die in Baldur's Gate is as good as shoving?
Shoving
I
is
love
so
the
good.
die.
The dice is part of the reason I
added
can't get into that game.
That's so
I added
that's
this.
So, it's so
I added this
good.
because every time a dice roll comes up, I get so excited. It's
Yeah.
so
Fun.
fun.
So
I got
excited.
taken out immediately. Like, why are we doing dice here? We got video games. We got better ways to do this than a fucking
So-
dice.
Yeah, video games video games just do dice in the background. It's the
Well,
same.
don't
thing.
show it to me. You know?
Why? But like this, but
Don't show
the
it.
D&D aspect of this
Show
game
it to me.
is so core
Yeah.
to it, right? Like you have the dungeon master. It's just fun here.
Dan,
Like, it's a fun way to visualize it.
do you like eating at like a hibachi place
Absolutely.
That's showing you the
Oh.
die.
that's showing you the die?
Yeah.
Mm.
Showing you how it's made.
Mhm.
Bested once again.
I don't know if that analogy works. I don't want to be reminded that Dungeons and Dragons is involved because D&D is confusing and weird, and that'll take me out of the game right away. Like subjectively, it's my opinion, but like if I see D&D, I'm just like I don't
No,
give
you're
a
not
fuck.
allowed to have
you know?
that one.
Okay.
No, it's fine. I get it. It's fine.
I do agree that shoving is more fun.
Mm.
Okay.
It's very effective too. You can't loot though. But that's
Okay. I
Well,
was
you
gonna, I was
can.
going to disagree,
Oh,
but then
well,
I did
Sometimes,
shove
depending on
a
what you
major.
shove them to.
I did the dungeon where like there's the three leaders of the
Yeah.
gang.
Yeah.
And I got the lady, she was like, we were kind of fucked as a party because I didn't long rest before I got in a lot of these altercations. And she stood right in front of Chasm and I shoved her and she just died. And it ruled.
Amazing.
It was
Yeah,
very
but you-
awesome.
You do lose a very important item, I think, if you do that.
You
with
know what though?
her.
But I think that's cool too. Like the fact
Yeah,
that I'm
it's
going to miss
cool.
out on something because I made a decision to shove instead of actually do it the hard way. Yeah, that rules.
I shoved a boss in that portion into like an area below where a bunch of spiders just came out. I was like,
Yeah,
what the
they're-
fuck are you doing
Yeah.
down here? And
Yeah.
just like, and then I
Okay.
went down there and made those spiders my friends and let them kill everyone.
I was often the one getting shoved, and I still even like that. I was like, I gotta restart this fight now. But funny, I know better now.
All right. I think shoving stays on the list then.
Shoving is essential to my playthrough as
No, no,
well
no.
because
Shoving or putting oil on the ground and then shoving them into it.
yeah.
That's
Oh,
that's like a sub bullet of shoving.
right.
Yeah.
That's just another point in shoving's favor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We need to start cutting stuff instead of adding stuff.
Lightning dash.
I was about to say, Lucy James, you read my
Yeah.
mind. I'm just gonna cut
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Yep.
Executive
gliding-
decision.
The gliding flying thing is the better thing in Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
We can cut Ochi.
Yeah, Ochi's. I like
Yeah.
Ochi. He makes Pikmin 4 easier. I don't know if he makes it more exciting or flashy.
I mean, it's fun when they can all hop on his back and get
Yeah,
fresh
yeah,
water and
streamlines
stuff like
the
that,
loop.
you know?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's also fun when it's just like one thing that it's like, okay, I don't need to waste any Pikmin on that. Like, Ochi, you get that. Especially later when he can just like, just take the whole thing down and go back to the ship, you know?
Loosen that
It's a-
throat and yeah.
It's a plus to the experience, and I want something
fuck?
like an Ochi in the next Pikmin for sure.
A throat ochi.
Throat Gochi.
Hey, amen. We got him,
Yeah.
folks.
Yay!
All right.
I think we can let one go. Ultra Hand from Tears of the Kingdom.
This motherfucker.
Ultra
you
Hand isn't
don't-
even really. Is
no.
Ultra Hand even the best thing from Tears of the
I
Kingdom?
think it's
'Cause
Ascend.
Ascend,
is
I think
so
Ultra
good.
Hand is more useful in more situations. I love Ascend, but
What's
yeah.
Ultra Hand again?
Just
Ultra
moving
Hand's-
anything around and sticking shit to shit.
That's the building thing
It's the
and
building
the
mechanic,
magnets.
yeah.
Ascend is so much more fun.
Ascend is
I mean,
so
it
good.
should be 1 and 2, I think.
I mean, I'm okay with both of them as well. Ultra Hand is like you get to express yourself and play this game however you want, and it works really well. So yeah,
Right.
Ascend is fun.
Yeah,
Okay.
Ascend is certainly like easier to get a grasp on, but yet it's bizarre how useful it can be. I love when you have those weird bosses where you have to like ascend on their little backpacks or something to get up at them.
Yeah.
There's like that one whole dungeon, like the fire dungeon, right, where they have all these mine carts, and it's like you could build a mine cart with the motors, or you could kind of just use ascend and fuck around and beat the whole thing that way.
And a lot of people apparently played that way. I played it that way, where I'm just kind of like, ooh, I don't think I'm supposed to be here, but I could still do it because it's Zelda, and that's how it works now.
Yeah.
All right. What about beating to the beat in Hi-Fi Rush?
What about it, Jen?
I'm asking.
Watching your PMVs, you disgusting weirdo.
I haven't
I think
figured
it's
out
very
Someone
cool.
call up Blessing.
I like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
It's good. It does
like
feel like
it.
it's gonna have a hard time on this list now,
Yeah.
because there's a lot that I like on this list.
Oh, sorry, Hi-Fi Rush.
We can keep it. I just wanted to.
I mean, it is the whole gimmick sustains
I'm winning.
that game, right? It's essential to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can someone explain to me why the quick save in Shadow Gambit is good?
What
I
is
haven't
that?
played it.
I just started that last night, and I think that's one of the coolest things where it's like quick save is mapped to whatever we call it on the Steam Deck. The select, it's select. And then start, you can so easily access all of your recent quick saves. And they straight up tell you like, hey, use this. This is part of the game. You were supposed to be experimenting with things because it's stealth based and you're sneaking up and everything. So you're going to fail a lot. And so one button quick save that you are encouraged to go back to and use frequently is pretty awesome.
It's also part of the narrative. Like one of the things is like you're being guided around by a sentient ship who has like this spirit energy. And what happens is like as you're sneaking around these encounters, the ship will come up and be like this like ethereal bell tolls, and the ship is like, there's about to be some shit here. You should use this function. And it basically captures the moment in like an orb.
Cool.
Yeah, and then what happens is like if you lose, the ship is effectively breaking that orb open to like reinstate that reality around you. So it's letting you experiment with stealth without breaking how you traditionally in like something like a Dishonored, you're like, all right, I'm gonna try this, but first I'm gonna quick save, I'm gonna go into this menu, and then you fails and you're like, I'm gonna reload. They like eliminate the kind of element of doing that takes you out of the game and makes you feel like you're scumming it, and just builds it into the game. So it's like one button like save and then reload, and it's like it allows you to experiment and like be way more creative with how you approach things. And I feel like it's a really, really cool feature.
Shadow Gambit's the pirate stealth game from the Desperado
Pirate stealth
3
game,
people.
It rips so hard, man. It's
This
so
is the
good.
biggest shame of the year because it seems like people really like this game.
Yeah,
and
Barely
the studio's
anybody
gone.
talked about it, and then the studio closed, and all they did was make good games.
They made this is like one of the best games. It was one of my favorite games of the year, and
I think we
rules,
lock
and
it.
it's so
I think
sad.
we lock it. I'm a quick
so
save
cool.
it.
I like it.
Okay, this is going to be a bloodbath. I'm looking at this list now.
Okay.
It's hard.
I love Hitman.
I didn't realize the studio shut down.
Yeah, it was
it's
really
a
sad
story.
And the annoying thing is, like, I think there's more content for that game on the
There
way.
is. It's coming
But,
out.
like,
I saw the ad when I loaded it up, and it shut down
fuck.
because of just like burnout and health reasons. You know,
Yeah,
it wasn't
wow.
like a Embracer thing or anything.
Damn.
Yeah.
I highlighted Hitman freelancer stuff.
Yeah, listen, okay. God, what an amazing thing.
So cool.
That they took what was already a game that you could play a lot, because it's like the secret best live service game, at least the secret best like single player live service game of like, oh, there's always new things to do. And yeah, we took that map and we put an elusive target in that, and there's going to be those regularly, and all that stuff's been great. But they're like, we're going to go a step further, and we're going to put a roguelite mode in there and really let you enable you to play this game for forever. And they pulled it off, and it's really, really well done. But
Is it a mechanic or is it a?
It's a suite of mechanics. It's a mode, and I think we can cut it. Even though I do really love everything they're doing there.
We should call that out as like, if you haven't played Hitman since they introduced that, you should check that out.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
It's unbelievable.
I don't think it's the
roguelite
mechanic
mode of the year. There's another one.
It's
for
awesome.
the list. A roguelite mode of the year for sure.
Further cements that Hitman is like just fucking amazing.
It is a top tier.
One of the best games ever
Yes.
made.
Yep.
Yes, it
Especially
is.
because if we didn't have all these games this year, I would have been happy just playing that mode a
Same.
lot.
Yep.
Yeah. God, that's gonna
Runs
be
really great on the Steam Deck.
That's gonna be a Christmas game. Damn it.
Yep.
Okay. Love you, Hitman.
We could drop Solving Crimes from Shadows of Doubt again, early access, but I spoke about it a little bit already. But it's amazing that they could just like procedurally generate these crimes, and they're actually interesting to be like, okay, I'm at the crime scene. I'm gonna use my fingerprint scanner. Now I know what this fingerprint looks like. If I'm in a place where I'm like, okay, I found a receipt that the person bought, they went to go buy a gun this day. Okay, well, I'm gonna go to that store where they bought a gun, and I'm gonna look around to see if I can find this fingerprint there, and all this interlocking stuff in this procedurally generated world actually functioning properly is incredible. But it's early access, and I've only played like the first two missions in the game, so I'm ready to be like, let's cut it, and maybe we can come back and talk about this game next year.
All right. Thank you, Shadows of Doubt.
We could probably get rid of the canceling enemy attacks things from Sea of Stars. I do like how this works. Basically, when enemies are casting spells, they have a bunch of icons above their head. And if you sort of counter those icons by, use them with a physical attack or hit them with fire magic. And if you hit all of those, if you hit some of them, you'll weaken the attack. Hit all of them, you just straight up cancel their attack. And that's really the big rhythm of the game. It's really key in later boss fights is finding ways to use your abilities to make your turns go longer, to knock off as many of those boxes as you possibly can, because you can do things like team up attacks, or you can time your attacks so you do extra hits. You can get, 2 or 3 of those knocked off at once. It is what makes that combat in that game really interesting. It is basically an extension to those systems that we have seen from other games, but I think it is really well done here.
All right. Canceling it.
Out.
Cute.
I feel like we can get rid of rolling dice and keep shoving.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take that trade. I'll take that trade.
Okay, fair enough.
It has a similar like risk reward factor as well. That satisfaction of
Yeah.
is it gonna work?
Oh.
Is it gonna work? But
Yeah.
shoving has the same thing where like, is this gonna?
But shoving knocks people to the ground, and that's really funny.
Our chat is popping off because we don't have the viewfinder mechanic, which is like that's the whole reason that game is cool is because of the viewfinder mechanic.
Yeah, you put it on the list.
All right.
Wait, one in, one out.
Okay, let's actually get rid of boosting in Armored Core 6.
Oh, it's so good.
It is.
It's really good,
rough.
but
It's really good.
it's also
It's
not
just
like a new
boosting.
concept.
You're right. It's just boosting. It's just the best boosting. The
It is.
boosting
Boosting's
of the
great.
year. Boosting of the year.
Yes,
Boosting.
boosting of the year.
I know we added it, but like I also love this feature. But active time law is great.
Yeah, I agree.
But I also like it's up against things that meaningfully change the gameplay. I think
know,
all games
but
should have it.
I don't know. It's so good because it's contextual.
Well,
Like,
I would have won the cut if you want to like save that one for now.
Okay.
Okay.
Wonder
Herring from
Flowers
Resident
and Super
Evil?
Mario
Oh, okay.
Wonder.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that they are consistently very good, but none of them necessarily like peak to like this. I mean, other than the music ones, which was like that
These
you
are
get
one
why
of the
this-
top-down ones. We're suddenly,
Yes.
top-down game are good,
Yeah.
but yeah, a lot of them
That's
are
what,
not
and
quite that exciting.
I'm glad that's the gimmick of the game. I think they did a really good job with it. The game is full of ideas, but Wonder Flowers, the Wonder Flowers, is not the reason I love that game.
Yeah,
So
I think they're more
it's
of a
online
fun
multiplayer.
surprise in every
Should
level
make
than
it.
they are like a core
Yes.
mechanic.
Yeah.
All right. Goodbye, Wonderflower.
Bye.
I think you can take off drive system as well. As far as like core fighting game mechanics go, especially for Street Fighter, drive system has been one of the better ones recently, but it's also got its fair share of issues.
I do like it a lot. Fighting games are always trying to find a way to make some kind of other meter matter other than your super meter, and I like how this one has a good mix of defensive and offensive options. It feels very satisfying to use. I like the aesthetics of it. I do like it a lot, but it's going up against a lot.
Okay.
Is Worlds Within Worlds going to be a top tier contender here?
I think that's a big one. I don't know. I love
I liked
that
it a
mechanic in
lot.
Cocoon.
Cool.
It is so
was
cool.
cool.
It
And the
made
game
Very cool.
Yeah.
keeps building on it. It
Yeah.
gets more complex, but not in an overwhelming way. It's why the puzzles in that game work really.
Related and unrelated, I wound up rewatching the original Men in Black because of Cocoon and like the Marble Worlds and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Orion's Belt and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. I think Cocoon can stay for now.
I think it could.
That's what I was
Strong.
asking. No problem.
I think learning languages and Chants of Sonar, it's similar to Viewfinder where that's the whole game. but I really like it in Chants of Sonar.
I adore this.
Yeah,
I think
it's
it's
such a good
I
system.
think this might be a lock.
I think it's a lock.
Are we
Yeah.
comfortable locking it?
I am very
I'll
comfortable
defer
with
to
that.
you
Oh,
on
yeah,
that
I
one.
would
yeah,
love
I
to.
love it.
I
Makes me feel like a
really-
genius.
Yes.
Yeah,
If-
yeah.
It feels like it's like, oh, the game is happening inside your head, and a game that can do that is impressive every time. Where it's like, we're not going to just keep all the mechanics all over here to ourselves and spoon feed it to you. We're going to let you fully engage and feel
Yeah.
empowered in this world.
Yeah.
And they nail it.
We spoke about this like very briefly when we brought it back up on the Bombcast, but it helps me get rid of like the initial like hump or hesitation of trying to learn a new language, or even just being in a place where I'm unfamiliar and I don't know how, like the language of the land.
Exact same.
Yeah.
Mm.
It replicates that kind of satisfaction and joy of when you start learning a language on Duolingo. And the first time you're like, I don't know what this word means. And then the second time it shows up, you're like, oh, I know what that word means. And you hit it and it goes through the bling. And you're like, oh, yeah, I know that.
Mike, I just want to hear about knife parrying in Resident Evil
Knife
4.
parrying is so good. That's the mechanic of Resident Evil 4 for me, and it's a parry system, sure, but like having that in more of a third-person shooter itself is interesting. The way that it parries almost anything in ways that almost seem comical, but you're like parrying a chainsaw with it, and the way that it gets really up in there, it looks incredible. It's so satisfying when you parry a melee attack, then you immediately go down your sights with the shotgun or the pistol, or if you're even parrying ranged attacks, right? It's like that little, I don't know, it's super satisfying. I just,
Okay.
that is why.
It is good, but also it's very non-essential. Like, you don't need to ever do that stuff.
It's I guess because I played through this game like 5 times and was like doing like harder and harder difficulties, right? So at some point, like, yeah, you got to get good with that, really. And I mean, there's boss fights that are pretty heavily.
Yeah,
built around
Krauser,
that.
you need it. I feel like they reverse engineered that mechanic by improving the Krauser boss fight.
Exactly.
And like
I think
the for me, like, and I'm in a different like spot with the parrying. Like, I feel like the window of it is so forgiving that it makes it like it's not even
too
fun.
forgiving.
Like, yeah, I'm just like it's not fun. I'm just like cake. I had to stop doing it because it's making everything too easy. So okay.
Interesting.
I'm not even gonna bother putting it on to remove it, but the Legion arm from Lies of P, good mechanic, good
Pretty
build
cool, yeah.
on like from the Sekiro tool arm and all that jazz. But besides using the firearm, because that's what carried me through the game, I wish the puppet string was more useful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we
Kyogen.
Can we do a thing? Could everyone like say their 3? If they and in the perfect world, if you got your 3, because mine would be flying in Spider-Man 2. It would be, let's see, learning languages in Chants of Sonar, and then online multiplayer in Super Mario Wonder.
Mine would be the top 2, the Tears of the Kingdom ones, and then probably online multiplayer and Mario.
Mine would be. Are we doing Mind Place or Rewriting Reality?
Why don't we kind of call them one thing? They're pretty
Yeah,
similar.
do it.
Okay.
I'm
all that
okay
together.
with that.
Yeah. So I mean, Rewriting Reality, learning languages, and shoving.
The story changed reality.
I had to rewrite it. A new scene appeared.
I'm basing all this stuff on like my WoW moments. That's what I'm
Yeah, that's fine.
doing.
World of
So
Warcraft?
it's- Yeah.
They have all of this.
specifically. So for me, my WoW moments are Ascend. Also kind of gross. Like, I don't think we're talking enough about how gross Ascend is. Like, it is disgusting. Like,
I mean, is mining gross? Like going down into rock and stuff?
Yeah,
no,
man. You could
Dan,
never
missed
catch
my
me
point.
spelunking.
You missed my point, Dan. When Link's half of his fucking torso is still like inside Earth or inside
Have you ever
rock,
like walked through deep snow?
and he's just sort of like, it's the noises too. It's kind of squishy and weird. It's like,
It's kind of squishy.
anyway,
Yeah, Backlash,
it's
right?
gross, but it's also one of the best moments of the year
it's
and
disgusting
game
how you-
mechanics of the
yeah.
year, rather.
It's disgusting. You can ascend the rock dudes.
It's so gross. He's
Yeah,
like
you go
swimming up. He's
Right through the
swimming
groin.
up like
Link Enema. Yeah.
Bleh, 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 bleh. Anyway, Ascend, Mind Place Rewriting Reality, and a big WoW moment for me. Absolutely, maybe not the best game overall, but mechanically speaking, Viewfinder.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would probably do Ascend from Tears of the Kingdom, the knife
Ew.
carrying from
Ugh.
Resident Evil 4, and Worlds Within Worlds from Cocoon. Now, look, I'm getting a sense like, hey, no one else is quite as excited about knife parrying, and it is basically a parry system. You don't have to
I
keep
like
that
it,
off.
Mike. I like it, but I do the thing in my head where I'm like, hey, Sekiro is real good, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
All right.
sorry.
I know.
For my
I know
feelings
who
as a
I'm with.
friend.
I
Yeah.
know who I'm with here. It's okay.
Tam, you're 3.
I think mine would be probably learning languages, quick save, and ultra hand, probably.
He's good, man. He's good.
So it sounds like we can cut active time lore.
Yeah.
Fantastic way to remember the story. That's the one thing I like about Amazon Prime Video.
Yeah. That
Um,
and its fantastic range of programming.
The fuck?
watch Rings of
Jeff
Power.
Bezos,
now.
are you in here with us?
Hey, the Summer I Turned Pretty is really fun, all right?
I'm
Flying,
not on TRT. Leave me alone.
flying Arches of Humans?
Oh yeah, we can cut it. It's
yeah,
good.
Fine. It's good.
Play
We
humanity,
can cut it.
everybody.
Please tell
Yeah,
your
the game's
friends
good.
about this game.
Beating to the beat.
Excuse me?
Just
Oh,
beat it.
God, you can't
Yeah.
pause there, Jan. What are we doing? bud?
I mean, fighting to the beat. I'm not saying it.
Fair.
It's like, I mean, you do that in a lot of games, though, like timing
Yeah.
for combos and stuff. So
it's really good in this one, but
it's
we can
cool
cut
in
it.
this one.
We can cut it. Yep.
Okay.
Get beating off.
Beat
Has
it was
anybody said
right
anything
there.
About? Have we talked about the online multiplayer of Mario Wonder at
Yeah,
all
why
yet?
is that so good?
Me and Dan both put it in our 3.
Oh, you did.
it's-
My mistake. Sorry.
Yes, it is incredible. So it is.
I wasn't listening.
It's like From Software's online stuff, but the fact that they apply it so effortlessly to a Mario platforming experience, where they even have like these like seek and find levels. And if you play those online, you suddenly are working together with all these other people, and a lot of times it's people you never met before, and you could build these quick bonds. And then on top of that, you can then switch over to play with your friends, and then the game becomes competitive, and you can have all these races, and it's just so seamless and well done that it takes a great game and makes it even better in every way.
It also, it was always fun doing 4-player, like New Super Mario Brothers, Wii or U or whatever. But like this takes out the too much chaos element of that, where it's like it is still chaotic. It's a platformer and everything, but you're not bouncing off each other's heads and throwing each other into pits and things like that. There are moments where you're beating levels together. Like if I'm playing online with randos and there's like that auto-scrolling level with lava and stuff, it's like, okay, well, there's these 3 ghosts here. I know they're playing it right now. I don't know who these people are, but as long as one of them's alive, they can help me out. And you start helping each other out and like people you don't even know, and you're live.
And
like
you're spamming the
it's-
thank you.
Exactly. Yeah, the standees are really cool too.
Yeah.
To thank each other with that, and there's a secret invisible block here. I did not know how much I wanted that or would appreciate it
It
until
felt
I
like
played
bringing the going to the school playground and talking about a game into the game. And for a
Aw.
game like this, that's magical. Really, it's like my favorite online experience of the year for sure.
it. Yep.
Oh, I like
So it
that.
sounds like we can cut flying from Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, I think I'm the only person that said that.
I like it too, but
It's really good.
It's gliding. It's a very good.
It's got
gliding.
I think
Like
the
Saints
thing
Row
for-
4 had it. You
Yeah,
know?
getting like zooped into the wind tunnels and the way that feels is how I like when I dream about flying. That's how it feels. I think that they
Now
captured
picturing Jeff flying around.
I'm,
What is
I'm
that?
exactly like the flying nun.
I'm picturing
it's
you in your
amazing.
bat grub costume just
Yeah.
flying.
Is actually capable of flying.
All right,
It
we're gonna
feels
zoop
really
it.
nice.
We're gonna
We can
zoop it.
cut Zoop
Zoop's
it.
a
Please
game.
zoop it.
All right, folks, it's getting tough again. I'm gonna viewfinder.
You can get rid of the knife parrying. It's
Yeah,
okay.
I get it. I mean, I think viewfind. Yeah, of course, the
Yeah.
knife parrying.
Okay, well, don't be mean about it.
I mean, we're all thinking that.
Insane? Oh my god.
It's time to order the entrees, buddy. Fucking appetizers are over. Okay.
Oh my
Listen,
God.
Just-
listen.
Look, I'm being nice about Resident Evil 4 now. You just wait. You just wait.
I mean, look, I think I'm probably second in line behind you with RE4, but still.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think I think Viewfinder, we the four of us who did that stream like collectively like lost our fucking minds over that.
Yeah.
And I think that's got to count for something.
Most TikTok game of the year, right? It's
Yeah,
our
it was
best TikTok.
Jen, why'd you make that face?
I didn't. No. If you look at the doc for audio listeners, someone edited. Okay, Jeff Grubb edited Viewfinder to make it say more like "Ew Finder."
We're not speaking to the quality of the game beyond its one trick pony.
Definitely not.
But and even that, I agree. The narrative stuff was very toss away and like uninteresting.
Well,
But
Bakalar, is it your number one?
no,
Then we got to
Cutting it.
okay,
Yeah.
that was easy.
Knife pairing. Thank you, Mike.
Go.
Mhm.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Okay. I mean, right. Ultra Hand versus Ascend. It can be only one.
Yeah, but look, I'm not gonna allow two.
I-
I'm sorry.
I mean, like I
It's
would,
my
I would
rule.
like, I would like to posit that in those
No,
three,
see, now it's like Boy Who Cried Wolf. Now
in
we're on to you, buddy.
those three, I feel like Ultra Hand and Ascend are more meaningful than Mario Wonder's online play.
Yeah.
So I would
Yes,
agree.
Hey, you guys,
I would
you
agree.
guys were like,
I would,
with
I
my
would
night
like,
parrying, you guys were like, you don't have to do the night parrying. That online mode's not even on by default.
yeah, I feel
Okay,
like
what is that?
Yeah,
That's
I
why you
agree.
didn't say that
That's
shit.
what
Why are you
night
coming for
parrying
me?
back.
Why are you coming for me? Why am I getting
We
straight?
Hold on,
passed that
hold on.
Exit already.
Hold
It's
on.
been done. It's been online mode has been done in other games, and to this degree, it also is based on a online infrastructure that is world class shit. So,
It works
That
fine
doesn't
in the
really.
games.
It doesn't interfere with it at
No,
all.
no,
though.
it-
I,
It is
I
flawless
personally
in this
feel
game.
like there's more to be had with Ascend and Ultra Hand than online multiplayer.
And
I'm not ready to cut online multiplayer, but I will. I agree. We can cut at least one of these Zelda ones.
Let's cut
yeah,
Ascend.
I think.
Wait,
Whoa,
no, let's do,
whoa.
I think we need a vote for Ascend and Ultra
Yeah,
Hand.
I agree with Mike for once. I
Why?
think just because
It's
Ultra
two
Hand
incredible mechanics.
agree, I don't think they both can.
Why?
The list isn't big enough
Why?
for both of them.
Why?
It's just not. I just
What's
don't
I
the
think
like a
logic?
lot of these other ones just as much, if not more, and you're not going to get both. But just okay, as a thought experiment, let's just vote. Let's see. Okay, raise your hands, and then
Shit.
Jan, since you're in charge, you'll read off who would vote for Ultra Hand.
To stay or go.
To stay?
as the number one, as your
Stay.
number one.
Between the
Stay.
two, you're voting for your favorite between these two.
Yeah, between
For
the-
Ultra
yeah.
Hand. Oh shit. Okay, so that's
Wow,
That's Dan,
okay.
Jeff, Lucy, Tim, and Jan. So that
We had a
just leaves
lot of
only-
late Ultra Hands right there.
Yeah,
Just
only
just
me
to-
and Bakalar for team.
Well, no, I was going to raise my hand for that too.
Okay.
Well, you
cool.
cannot.
Wait,
You can't
You get-
vote
everyone
for
gets one
both.
vote.
Dan,
Guys,
God.
it's Dan. You just gotta let him run past you.
Look, Ultra Hand won. It doesn't matter what Dan does, per usual.
I just think Ultra Hand. I just think the idea.
Okay.
Big man.
Let's
Oh,
let's
look at
circle
that.
back around.
Friar
Let's
Club Mike Minotti here. Jeez.
I just think Ascend is like more wow factor for me. Like I can pick shit up and glue them together.
Yeah, but
like
it's not
that's
on
not
the
the
list
first
anymore,
time. It's not the first time that's ever happened.
We've
It
all
is the
played
first time
Banjo-Kazooie.
I put my fucking I put Link's face through like a lake.
A rock
and then-
ass.
My
rock
experience with
ass,
Ascend
like,
was
that's pretty
forgetting
cool.
I had it and then be like, oh, that's how I get out of this hole that I've been trying to climb out of for the last 15 minutes. Boy, I'm a dumb piece of shit.
All right, well, just
Jake,
take
I
your,
feel like
take
it's
your
back on
blinders
track.
off, man.
all right,
You know?
all right. I think we got to get back on track here, folks. We got to enter in our mind place and really think about whether or not we want to keep the mind place.
We don't.
Aw.
Oh
No.
wow!
I think we-
Wow!
Yeah, I think we should listen. I think we should listen to Dan because he's usually correct, and I want to
Thank
hear
you.
his opinion.
Thank you,
The
Mike.
fuck is this flip flopping? Right? You just said nothing Dan does matters, and then
received
you're
No,
like,
Venmo
no,
payment?
that's taken out of context. That's not exactly what I meant.
Mike is often right, I've found.
What
Yeah.
the fuck is
Okay,
actually
all
happening
right,
here?
all right.
I don't like this. I feel like a mother and the two kids who hate each other have started to work together, and I'm immediately suspicious.
Mike, I like Mike. I've said it many times.
Yeah, he gave me a juicy Lucy. That sounds dirty.
Hey, Jan, should we have everyone give now just their favorites?
No. We can continue making odd cutting decisions based off of no real logic. Do we feel strong enough about the mind place / rewriting reality?
No.
I think it's a more fresh, new, and interesting mechanic than at least 2 or 3 of these.
Okay.
For me, it's just.
I would swap quick save for Mind Palace.
Oh.
Mind Place, sorry.
Hey, not
Okay.
to detract. Shoving is just shoving.
Like
yeah,
Worms.
You can throw
Worms
a person
Armageddon
into a
had that.
hole.
No, but the implications of it are like huge.
Okay.
I don't know if it's that satisfying to do either.
Oh, shut up.
Listen. My build is built around shoving, and it's fucking great.
Shoving build.
Yeah, his entire build
Yeah,
is
my
shoving.
whole build is patches
I
from
do like
Dark
the idea of
Souls.
you just being like a bully character and just like
No,
going there and
I am
pushing
playing
people.
as patches from Dark Souls. So
Oh,
I like
okay, yeah.
push people off stuff and use treasure to lure them and have the dark passenger shit going on. It's like great, it's fantastic.
I love Cocoon. I would feel okay cutting Cocoon.
You're gonna get rid
Yeah.
of this mechanic where you go into other worlds and then the world's your ball because you can push a person.
I'm not saying that shoving is going to stay, Mike.
That's exactly what we're saying, Mike.
I'm just shoving Cocoon down.
Yeah, we're shoving
the
Cocoon
list.
off. Yeah.
See, okay, if you're watching live and you're
Yeah,
watching the video, here, I'm shoving it.
Am I the only person who feels strongly about
Nope.
worlds within worlds? And that's fine. If I'm the only one who feels strongly about
It's
it,
cool.
getting shoved.
It's cool.
It's cool. Okay.
Yeah, it's cool.
Okay.
I mean,
All right.
It's no ascend, but yeah.
Okay, we have, how many is this? 6 now. We need to cut 3 from here. Tam, do we revisit the quick save? Is it no longer a lock?
I'd swap it for Mind Place.
I think I'm okay making that wager.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm okay with that.
All right, goodbye, quick save.
Yeah. Mindspace really making that Fable 3 mechanic finally work.
All right. So it's between,
Okay.
I think it's between shoving, online multiplayer, and Ultra Hand.
So here's my number one. The one that I really want to see on there is "Learning Languages" by Chance of Sonar.
Yeah, mine too.
Fantastic song is what it sounded like. But so I'm okay with cutting online multiplayer if it means keeping learning languages, and then because it feels like at this point, not even all of us are going to get our favorites on here. So yeah, I'm okay with cutting online multiplayer.
Okay.
Some of us might be getting none of theirs, but that's okay.
I mean,
how
that was
much
Ultra
way to
Hand,
go?
not
The knife,
bolded.
the knife
It should
thing.
be.
The knife thing is your favorite thing.
I feel like if I say yes, you're gonna say something mean. So I abstain.
I mean, it's not on the list, so it doesn't really
Yes,
change
don't
anything.
worry about. Hey,
Yeah.
you know the nice thing, the cocoon.
The
thing,
meanest thing
aside-
You
has
can tell me
happened.
next week. You'll tell me next week.
All right. Don't worry. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Look, if learning languages in my place are staying, once again, we are not going to replace Ultra Hand.
No.
This ability where you can make a Godzilla. Do you see that? You can make a Godzilla with the ability to push a person.
Yeah. I mean, I don't. Yeah.
I've always agreed with Mike Minotti.
Hey,
Get,
I mean,
Oh my
get rid of shoving.
God.
Get rid of shoving.
Okay, I mean,
Actually,
learning
before-
languages is my number one. So
Hold on.
yeah.
I
Wait,
am
oh.
willing. I am
Hang on.
willing.
Control Z.
Just-
There you go.
I am willing to swap Ultra Hand for shoving.
All right, we're getting rid of shoving.
Again.
Dude, no, I knew what that. You knew what you were walking into.
No,
what are
I'm
you talking
talking about.
about?
I mean, he's gonna give up Mind Place, and that'd be great. Okay, let's do it.
No.
No, he's giving up shoving.
All right, we got rid of shoving. And somehow, without saying anything, because I never repeated the 3 that I wanted, I got my 3 on the list here.
What the fuck, Jan?
Pulling the strings the whole time.
I think learning languages wins this.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, I
Yes.
think so too.
Beautiful. 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 Didn't even
Take
have
that
to argue
Ultra
that
Hand.
category.
I mean, if anyone wants to, they can, but they're wrong.
I mean, I didn't play that game, so like, my knife thing is gone. So sure, you guys could like learn how to speak another language, like you're watching Fuzzy or whatever that commercial was, and I'm gonna
Muzzy.
be over here. Yeah, that. I'll be over here parrying chainsaws. You have fun though.
Maybe
have
I was
How
fun.
cool of a dude you are.
maybe I was the actual Ultra Hand here and just pulling the strings the whole
Yeah.
time.
Oh.
Folks, I think that's it for day
Yeah,
one.
should we recap?
Let's recap, baby. Let's recap. Hey, there's 7 of us. Let's recap all 7 categories. Let's take a turn. Jeff Grubb, you take the first category, please.
Yeah, for Cheesecake Factory's Ben Starr Presents Best Debut, which includes characters, studios, IP, etc. Our runners-up are Turgle from Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Jaco and Ilmo from Alan Wake 2, and the Talking Flower was our winner from Super Mario Brothers Wonder.
Mike Minotti, take the next category.
Jeff Bakalar's Best Running Around Award for the award in excellence in the spirit of moving. The winner is Marvel's Spider-Man 2 with Super Mario Wonder and Armored Core 6 as the runner-ups.
Dan Reichert, can you please take the next?
Best 2022 game we didn't talk about. The runners-up are Midnight Suns and Chained Echoes. The winners, inexplicably, is Power Slave Exhumed.
Again, that's why I
I had
won.
to get one. I had to get one.
Yeah, you
good
got
one.
one.
You got one. Jeff Bakalar, please name the next category.
The best Alan Wake character. Runners up are the Kalskellas. Is that how you say it? They're
Yeah.
the brothers.
That was good.
Rose, and of course the winner, Ati, the janitor.
Lucy James.
There you are, Tom.
Next category, please.
The next category is the best game you bounced off of. The runners up, Lies of P, Dead Island 2, and the winner, Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
Tomor Hussein, please. Do the last one, because I'll do this one. Best new hardware.
Oh,
Steam Deck OLED, winning. The runners-up being MetaQuest 3 and the Razer Kitsune.
best game mechanic. Runners up are The Mind Play / Rewriting Reality from Alan Wake 2, Ultra Hand from The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and the winner is Learning Languages from Chants of Sinar.
And folks, that does it for day one of Giant Bomb's Game of the Year 2023. We will resume deliberations for your ears and eyes and your heart this coming Tuesday. And then the rest of Game of the Year will continue with the Game Awards popping off next week. So Tuesday on the Bombcast feed, it won't be live. It'll be all pre-recorded. You'll hear day 2 with 7 more categories. Wednesday, Giant Bomb at night. And then Thursday, we will be talking over the Game Awards, but we will also, in the morning, begin the whittling process. Day 3 begins. We get to the top 20. That's when the actual knife parries come out. And 4,
Our whittling knife.
our whittling knife. Yes, thank you, Mike.
Yeah.
I needed that. Thank you. Friday, I don't think anything's popping off on Friday, right? We're just going to take a quick break for ourselves.
Rehearsal?
Yep.
Oh.
Some
Wait.
secret work.
That's my birthday.
Yeah, and we're
And then
working.
nothing
Saturday,
That's why we're doing nothing.
That's fair.
and then Saturday is the live in-person finale at the Terragram Ballroom. Only 2 babies, handfuls of tickets are left. So if you've been
I
on
think
the
it's
fence,
one baby. I think it's one baby.
that's a
Oh,
bit.
really?
It's,
Oh my
it's a little baby.
Wait. Are you saying it's one baby's handful, so 2 handfuls of that one baby, or is it one handful of this
No,
baby's?
one like picture a baby. Now
One
picture
baby
one
hand?
of the
There's
baby's
a few
hand.
tickets left,
Okay.
everybody.
It's more fun to describe quantities by measuring it through babies. It's okay. A baby's whisper of tickets left.
Yeah.
Sure.
What the hell does that mean?
All right. I
It means
mean,
nothing. It means nothing.
I mean, shoot.
and then we will crown the Game of the Year, Giant Bomb's Game of the Year, next Saturday. We hope to see you. It'll also be live on Twitch. Fingies crossed. I've been Jan. He's been Jeff. He's been Jeff. He's been Dan. He's been Mike. She's been Lucy. He's been Tam. And you at home have been fucking gorgeous today. We'll see you this coming Tuesday for day 2 of Game of the Year. Mwah. Love you. Bye. I guess let's
A
hit this music.
baby's diapers filled of
No,
tickets.
it's much,
That'd be a shit
much
ton.
less than that.
Don't hesitate to buy tickets. It probably won't be available at the door.
No.
Won't be any babies.
Bring your baby, I guess, if you want.
No, don't bring your baby.
no,
It's
no,
not-
no,
it's
no,
not
no,
baby.
no,
It's 18 and up.
Unless
It's
your
an 18
baby's
and
like
up
really
check.
fucking cool.
Yeah, if your
No.
baby wears
What's up, you
sunglasses.
cool
Yeah.
babies?
There you go.
All right. Bye, everyone.